I go to church. I hope the devil don't come take me first. My whole life trying to shake this curse. My bitch is bad, my niggas worse. I pray to God, I go to church. I hope the fans don't come get me first. I hit the block, I go berserk. Ain't got no 9 to 5, but I got that work. When I was 6, my dad died, and that shit still hurt. Try to get the drop and I'ma kill you first. All that shit that you was poppin', that's gon' get you murked. Only free ride I'm getting is up in that hurt. Nothing changed, been the same since my day of birth. Triple up my worth, that Mercedes skirt, that create bursts, hollow tip disperse. Have you running, ducking like you snatched some ladies' purse. Pull up to the club, chain swinging on my shirt. DJ play my song, watch them bitches twerk. I be packing, trapping, stacking, racking every cent. Got my first pack and I've been hustling ever since. Pockets full of mints, your pockets full of lint. All your money spent, I'm too legit to quit. You know I punch that clock, work that block, hit that strip. Back to the wall, I'ma take that risk. No hands out, I'ma take that shit. I pray to God, I go to church. I hope the devil don't come take me first. My whole life trying to shake this curse. My bitch is bad, my niggas worse. I pray to God, I go to church. I hope the fans don't come get me first. I hit the block, I go berserk. Ain't got no 9 to 5, but I got that work. You know cash rules, flash jewels, some bad bitches with tattoos try to fade me, I got bad news. 40 cal and I pack two. Back down or I clap you. Got my young bloods and they blast too. Leave you stiffer than a statue. Try to run and they catch you. Got whatever, I'll match you. Once to get this on, I'ma drop the bomb. No false alarm when I crash through. I cruise the blocks and them avenues. Money, weed, and mishap you. Gun on me when I travel, put you underneath of that gravel. See, I stay low, stay cold. Finish racing today, fresh clothes, nah I don't like no stank hoes. Front on me, I don't think so. Roll around in my Jeep slow, and we got that for cheap, bro. Got your girl in the cheap though. Hit me up on the creek though. Pussy rap was on leak mode. Beat it up was on beast mode. Sucker free, yeah that G code. Started out with just zero. A hustler's dream is a kilo. Don't slip in that Rico, or your ass will be finito. I pray to God, I go to church. I hope the devil don't come take me first. My whole life trying to shake this curse. My bitch is bad, my niggas worse. I pray to God, I go to church. I hope the fans don't come get me first. I hit the block, I go berserk. Ain't got no 9 to 5, but I got that work.
I told my daughter if you wanna rap, then rap. But I think you should be a princess. I told her boyfriend if he gon' cap, then cap. And he gon' get his chin check. I told my chauffeur to make a left. Tell the cops don't put me over, I ain't taking that breath. No, I'm not getting out the car, I ain't showing you shit. And no, I ain't taking them steps. Cause I know I'm gonna be under arrest. Cause I'm high as fuck, I just lit it up. Plus I got call up my wife, tell her come get the car. And she gon' see the bitch in my trunk. Whole lot of money, I stack all the 20s. I burn through the ones, I get what I want. Spend all the 50s, I pass out the hundreds. I swear on my mama, my karma will come. That's because all of the commas I front. I like my money with commas in front. I like my bitch with a thong up her button. The natural hit like she Lauren or something. I like my chips in the ruffles with onions. I like my bricks in the duffel with butter. I like the Glocks on the table, the pumps in the closet, and I like the dope in the oven. I like my hoe when they naked. I fuck them so reckless, and then I'm gonna come on her stomach. Hold up. Fuck happened to the beat, bro?
Hey, bro, that's cool and all, but weren't you supposed to be dissing Chess?
Oh, fuck, I forgot about that little nigga. Alright, let's get it. Cake life, I ain't even make no diss track. Why you got my name in them shit raps? Oh, cause your honor so relevant, big fat. Nigga, I blow your motherfucking head off your shoulder and leave it on your front porch gift wrap. Leave no prints, don't leave no stench. Now the feds come through like it must been a mishap. Big facts, I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. You got the wrong nigga out of this class. Better give all that shit to them other little niggas over here, cause you won't get your shit back. I got 2 Glock 9s and they both got 30s all black and the rest still mismatched. Running your house with a 30 in the gym bag. Now you got a new house guest like Sinbad. Big fact, fuck is you from? All you gon' see is a tech in the drum. All we gon' leave is a mess when we come. You just gon' see me and Rex with a gun. You just gon' see my index and my thumb. You just gon' see a suppressor that run. All you gon' hear is a pop pop followed by dot mob, then another pop pop, then another bop bop rum. I'm the little bitch, I'm the #1 stunner. You talk all that shit, I'm gon' handle your plumbing. Had smack at your funeral, reading the statement like Dilly departed. My #1 gunner, don't fuck with me, stupid. This ain't what you wanna. I get on my knees and I pray for a bust it. Dear Heavenly Father, I wish that he would. Then I blow the cake on them suckers. I call her Rex for the pies and the chicken. I call her Mookie, don't lie with the bitches. He let me know by surprise where you living. I be at your door like, how, who is it? Mama like Raekwon, can't have visits. I be like, damn, how old the little nigga? She like, damn, that's a grown little nigga, then blam. Now you live alone, little nigga. We hide them bitches to find where you living. No ties, no printers, no wires, no witness. No time for religion. My niggas is atheists. Remington shoot with 100 for radius. I got the drop right to where your location is. I drop a op like he entered the matrix. And all of that violence, your honor was made for it. Dead body smelling like bacon bits. I ain't got time for no hating shit. Had to just break a brick and give it back to the game. You do $1 million, I'm worth about $1 million. I promise you, nigga, this shit ain't the same. You call up Tay-Rock and Steams to spar. This is the difference I'm trying to explain. Your best friend battling a bitch this weekend and my best friend in the All-Star game. We not the same. 15 racks in a book bag, nigga, this pocket chain. We not the same. Just gave Mook the SK looking like a stock exchange, but we not the same. I ain't even about to finish that shit. Hey, Chess, give me 35. Give me 35 if I can finish this shit for you. Chess, Rock, Oz, Lux, Rock again, Oz again, Lux again, Verb, DNA, GC, better yet, Treachy. Shine, you my brother. Much love, you already know. DNA, you dead, man. Mickey Facts, dry snitching ass. Don't enter my sparring sessions no more. You just gon' cap the other niggas, nigga. Weak nigga. I been him, always have been and will be. You don't like the name, then kill me. Just for fucking spar with Clips. I gotta spar with Mook, cause y'all niggas ain't it. It's different up here. Big capital. I'm grown.
No need to go down, rock that run, that this how we frown. Easy now, no need to go down, rock that run, that this how we frown. Easy now, no need to go down, rock that run, that this how we frown. Easy now, no need to go down, rock that run, that this how we frown. Easy now, no need to go down, rock that run, that this how we frown. Easy now, no need to go down, rock that run, that this how we frown. Easy now, no need to go down, rock that run, that this how we frown. Easy now, no need to go down, rock that run, that this how we frown.
This where we from, with the love, the people, the music, we all come as one. What have you done? Folks, they just talking like they are just bosses or something. I got problems day to day, my people dying. Got my family watching, any haters writing. Just realize I'm in a better place. Gonna write it out till I'm finished, man, and that's work. Niggas now talking like they gon' do it bigger. Hey, your lady in the back, now they hurt. Dog, look at that. Try to blow up a cell while she all on T. Wait, I've been on the grind, so it's all on me. What's the steez? People try, but it can't complete. I be damned if I ain't the one that can't complete. Cause I came from a place where the bombs to see. Real talk. Nothing can stop me. Boy, what are you doing? The game is so clueless. Where's that new? Where's that Tito? I had to take a break for a few. I thought I had lost it. Found my passion, found a girl, break my heart. Swear to God, when I start realizing I'm a beast with it. Everybody gonna eat with me, go down, have a feast with me. For my day one, 8 ones. Pretty girls don't care what people think. On the news, people dying on day to day. Mess around, be a shirt or a poster. So I don't got time now. Be playing with it. Wanna be rappers, yeah, I'm on now. What you thought now? I can't do it like that, you a lame. Got all this game and I still ain't the same where I came from.
Hey. Peso Picasso, Peso LaBerre, whatever you wanna call it.
Perfect.
Hey. Hey. I'm on this shit that they not on. They say let bygones be bygones. Grip on the net like a python. Jump out the top like I'm Zion. I want a realest, no caption. Need a little bitch in the fashion. She bust it back like we crashing. I tell my shit, I'm about action. Hop in the studio, turn to assassin. I'm about those, no time for distraction. Can you imagine? Beam of the Aston. Ha, past them, I'm in the league of my own. Like mobile, I guess of myself. They like, so what you own? I'm working for generation wealth. Know to the shit that I'm on. Ay, you niggas not on. Know to the shit that I'm on. Ay, you niggas not on. Feeling like James Bond. Ay, 007, I get it, it's gone. Fuck the Pabon. Hey, nigga, I'm stoned. Know that the shit that I'm on. Ay, you niggas not on. Know that the shit that I'm on. You niggas not on. Feeling like James Bond. 007, I get it, it's gone. Fucked up a bomb. Ay, nigga, I'm stoned. Yeah. Sometimes you just gotta sit back, enjoy life, cause you don't know how long you gonna be here. Hey, I'm in a league of my own. I might just go play for myself. All of this shit that you own, your dollars ain't making no sense. Don't act like you knew me, that's pretense. To that little bitch to the deep end. She wanna slide for the weekend. Do say got me tweaking. Knew as a youngin', I've been up to something. I ain't body cousins, but I'm on the block like I'm drumming. I got the drip like I'm gonna. I'll make her wanna. I'ma hit it 4 times. You can call me stunner. They say you too smooth, boy, slid out the gutter, but still in the cut, so you could get cut up. Still in the cut, so you could get cut up. Know that the shit that I'm on. Ay, you niggas not on. Know that the shit that I'm on. Ay, you niggas not on. Feeling like James Bond. Ay, 007, I get it, it's gone. Fucked up a bomb. Ay, nigga, I'm stoned. Know that the shit that I'm on. Ay, you niggas not on. Know that the shit that I'm on. You niggas not on. Feeling like James Bond. 007, I get it, it's gone. Fucked up a bomb. Ay, nigga, I'm stoned.
Picasso, piss on the bird, whatever you want to call it. I sick of class, started making classics.
Another day, another dollar in this motherfucker. Make you scream, wanna holler in this motherfucker. Nigga work with a dog collar. How the fuck I'm supposed to raise from the ghetto if the pay little? Every man that I know got a plan. Every man that I know work for the man. Speak for me and breathe the air you breathe. So I know I got something to achieve. In the mind of a state, give a fuck on what it take. I'm a millionaire, billionaire. See you when I get there. For now, let's grind in the ghetto state of mind. Put the pedal to the floor, I got a steep hill to climb. That money on my mind, gamble everything of mine. Rather be broke than to live with a yoke. Nowadays, people slave for a little bit of hope. Guess I better ball hard, spit a bar, sell dope. Excuse me, Mr. Officer. What it take for my hands to drop? Why to stop? What we here for? You know the answer. Cause I'm black with a hat and a nice car. Excuse me, Mr. Officer. What it take for my hands to drop? Why to stop? What we here for? You know the answer. Whoa, wait, you're making a mistake. Another day, another dollar in this motherfucker. Make you scream, wanna holler in this motherfucker. What it take for a real nigga get a break? Made a contribution, fuck retribution. Laid a foundation, still motherfucker hating. Rather see a nigga broken, see him elevate. Know if you made it through, now contemplate what I'm here for. Appearance of the Jim Crow, probably just mockery, jokes and hypocrisy. Take a stand and the folks on top of me. Call a guard, come fast with security. They pounce hard and wanna press charge. Made a little progress and I'm still under stress. Saw a little bit of change, but the attitude's the same. Like I'm back in the hood with a Glock and I'm good. Sabotage myself, I don't need no help. Excuse me, Mr. Officer. What it take for my hands to drop? Why to stop? What we here for? You know the answer. Cause I'm black with a hat and a nice car. Excuse me, Mr. Officer. What it take for my hands to drop? Why to stop? What we here for? You know the answer. Whoa, wait, you're making a mistake. Another day, another dollar in this motherfucker. Make you scream, wanna holler in this motherfucker. Give me that ride on the backside, in the limelight. This my time, right? Should I see through it? Put heat to it. Let the time pass, never speak to it. Who would I be? To stay silent is calamity. So I came to speak. Got a million man strong with a right to bear arms. All it take is a song. Play the shit in its own. Super grip on my phone. Got the video and drone. Catch a glimpse of the ruckus is the movement and push. Nigga tired of being pushed. Now police in the streets with the riot getting heat. Rubber bullets in the shield just to make us know the feel. One shot, one kill. Nigga dead in the street cause the bullet was for real. Excuse me, Mr. Officer. What it take for my hands to drop? Why to stop? What we here for? You know the answer. Cause I'm black with a hat and a nice car. Excuse me, Mr. Officer. What it take for my hands to drop? Why to stop? What we here for? You know the answer. Whoa, wait, you're making a mistake.
Let go. Heard that boy want some pressure, I came to address it, he pussy, I know that he hiding up. My name is not Nate, but I got me a Drake. When I catch him, I swear that I'm robbing some. For a Nick, my shooters will pop at him. Leave him dead for the jakes, how I'm vlogging him. Homicide detectives and officers sliding them charges, you better call coroner. All this money got my arms so as fuck. That bitch hella think I'm adoring her. Nigga ain't from the side, he a foreigner. Fuck what they talking, my nigga, I'm going up. From the streets, you stayed on that corner. I said to my bread and my bob at the corner. Double up just in that order, learn from the OGs and forces. Keep my head up out the water, ducking informants. Niggas be looking like Rex, asking me this and all that. Get the fuck back, I keep a fire on deck, so please don't think like that. Matter of fact, let's pray for him. Niggas be talking shit and still ain't doing nothing. They play talking. Niggas ain't hard to find, you think we blind until that stick touch him. Got him laying in the clothes coffin, had his mama grieving about the boy often. Should've told him, but I guess the boy lost it. Boy, that's it. Riding with a tool, think we fools, boy, we lit. Say you gotta move, think we cool, you a lick. Got some real steppers and they reppin' not the six. Want my money all when I slide in the event. Riding with a tool, think we fools, but we lit. Say you gotta move, think we cool, you a lick. Got some real steppers and they reppin' not the six. Want my money all when I slide in the event. Riding with a tool, think we fools, but we lit. Say you gotta move, think we cool, you a lick. Got some real steppers and they reppin' not the six. Want my money all when I slide in the
I want that shit in all cash. Young nigga gotta keep a big bag. Straight out the rats, make them last. Going for speed, I can't crash. These rats make her do her dance. Tell a nigga don't play, he can take his chance. She wanna fuck one glance. Bitch put down my pants. Lost on the rock like Nemo. Money on my mind, my ego. This shit don't get simple. Come check the credentials. Get head in the back of the rental. Don't get slapped, you get popped like a pimple. I ain't broke like Jock, bitch, get no ride. Put it up with some vibes. Put on doing time. This shit gon' blow, they mind. VVS leave a nigga blind. They hit him on sight, no crime. So you better keep that eye. Money focus on the future, nigga. This drip on look futurist. They gon' love this like Cuban hit 'em. Can't deny this real rhythm. Going 8 shit, no zoo. Them bitches coming too. Tell them to bring they crew. When I walk, I'm a big stepper. These ain't my jealous, but they still cost a grip.
Boy, that's it. Riding with a tool, think we fools, boy, we lit. Say you gotta move, think we cool, you a lick. Got some real steppers and they reppin' not the six. Want my money all when I slide in the event. Riding with a tool, think we fools, but we lit. Say you gotta move, think we cool, you a lick. Got some real steppers and they reppin' not the six. Want my money all when I slide in the event.
What is going on? Sound check. Can everybody hear me okay? Cheers to everybody Sunday, okay? How is everybody doing, okay? Everybody good, I see. Okay, I got the chat here. Joe, I see you. Musica, Chunky, what is up? I see people on Facebook too. I'm gonna get to it. Let me take a sip of this drink. Haven't even said. Now that's good. I hooked that one up. What is going on? Thank you, everybody, for tuning in today, Sunday. I got the hot tub background. You know how I do with the backgrounds. Let me do me. Let me get the camera straight. Okay. Is everybody doing good? Is everybody doing good? Joshua Drake, I see you. I see you. You know what? This ain't OJ and vodka. This is actually, damn, I forgot what I put in it, man. OJ, Spice, Morgan, some, I just be whatever I got in there, man. It ain't nothing crazy. You know what I mean? Just something to get me ready for the show as always. So how's everybody doing, man? Y'all ready to turn up? Because I am hot today. I didn't get to do it last Sunday. How was everybody Mother's Day? Did everybody, if you have mothers, did you take out your mother? Okay, did you at least say Happy Mother's Day? Even if your relationship is crappy, I hope you just said Happy Mother's Day. I know we cover a lot of video game, a lot of testosterone and hard legs around here, but still, okay, we're going to show that love for Mother's Day. That's the least we can do. Okay, Caleb, I see you. I love when y'all stop by in the chat and show that love. Okay, so we going to, I got the hot tub up. I shouldn't be doing that, okay, because really, we going to get on topic. I don't even want to be jumping all over. Boom! If you don't see the Call of Duty Warzone, I know I got the chat right there. I'm sorry. Hold up. How about we do this? How about we do this? Oh! Bam, bam, bam. Looking good. Okay. Call of Duty Warzone is going to be the talk. So I want y'all to look at the topics there. Everybody on the podcast that listens, we have hit over 1,000 downloads. It's big in podcasts, not like YouTube. YouTube, you can get 1,000 views, nothing. With podcasts, it means somebody dedicates their time to go listen to your podcast. And to have 1,000 downloads, I don't have even 100 episodes. Okay? So that is amazing. That shout out to you guys, man. But nonetheless, let's get off that. Okay? We're going to go ahead and talk about Call of Duty. You know why I want to talk about Call of Duty? Because Call of Duty is out here doing God's work. Call of Duty's out here doing God's work. I love it. This is why. Look, represent. I got the Black Ops shirt on. Got to represent. Call of Duty out here doing God's work. You know why? You know why Call of Duty's out here doing God's work? Because everybody else want to let some cheaters slide by. You know what I'm saying? They let them go. Hey, you know what? I'm going to ban you for a week. Okay? You can come back over here and that ain't happening with Call of Duty. Call of Duty games don't play. Now, first of all, before I jump into this and go through everything, I just want to say shout out to Infinity Ward, okay? Shout out to Raven Software. Shout out to Activision. Because Call of Duty, the best game ever made, said the hell with you cheaters. And I'm going to pull up the document on it. We ain't even going to talk about it no more. But you know what they said? The hell with you cheaters. You're not about to sit here and cheat and we got 100 million players, okay? And you want to sit here and cheat and get your KD all up. Okay, my KD's sitting 0.87 or something like that, and you wall shooting and all that and jumping and flipping, and you sitting here at a 4.5 or something. It ain't happening, okay? You know why that ain't happening? Because Raven Software is now jumping in the mix. Now, before everybody's like, hey, is it Activision banning? Is it Infinity Ward? Nah, man. Raven Software said, get that ass over here, cheaters. Raven Software has officially helped ban, I believe, and I'm going to go ahead in the numbers here. Okay, they announced that over 30,000 new Warzone accounts were banned. 30,000 new ones, okay? Activision already banned over 60,000 accounts and claimed that back a while ago they had over 300,000 accounts. What I'm trying to say is Call of Duty damn near banned 500,000 players from Warzone. Cheaters. Come on. Who else is doing that? What other game is banning at this rate? Shout out Raven. Man, hold on. Where my bomb sound effect? Y'all look. Hold on. There you go. That guy. Oh, yeah. There go the bomb. Let's go. Raven Software doing the thing. Ban them. I'm going to tell you why they out here doing God's work, okay? I'm going to drink. Let me get that off. Shout out to you, sister. I see you back there, okay? Let me tell you why they doing God's work. Now, I'm a fan of cheaters, okay? But only I'm single player. Do your damn thing by yourself. Stop jumping in with other people and ruining the experience, man. Okay, you want to do a cheat on a co-op game? All right, you popping Outriders, something like that, and you're playing with somebody co-op, and bow, whatever happens, happens, right? Cool with that. Got no problem with that, man. But I have a problem when you jumping in a competitive game with somebody like me. Ain't got much time on my hands, but I jump in and I'm like, yo, I just played my first match. My KD was 10 kills, 7 deaths. That's good. I just warmed up. Let me get started. Then the next one I come in, it might be like 15-7. I start warming. But you just come in every time, 21-2, 23-1. I'm not going to lie. Frustrated. Now, I'm just going to read something directly from Raven Software, okay? This is directly from them. All right, now hold on. I want to get the correct person because they said Raven Software Creative Director Amos Hodge. So this is the creative director, guys, of Raven Software. I'm quoting this directly from the Kotaku article. All right, I don't want to help. I get enough drama with Nintendo. I don't need that. Okay, not today. Mother's Day just have everything's good. I don't need that today. Okay, and we with the smoke. And hit the damn like button if you haven't. But anyways, he said, we've put our hearts. Now look, first of all, I'm going to tell you, before I even read, does this sound like the basic damn PR answer that you hear anywhere? It's like, oh, we ain't showing some. But I'm going to go ahead and read it. Says, we put our hearts into this content. We have 100 million players. It's been out a year. This is a huge stage of some of the best work we've ever done. And to have cheaters come in and ruin the game bothers us more than anyone. Let me tell you, man, I wish I had the sound. See, if I had the sound to hold up, I gotta get this. Because I'm just do something specially for him, man. This is for my man Amos Hodge. One of those. Hold on, Amos Hodge. I don't think you really felt it. Let me give you 2 of these. There you go, Amos. I think you felt the slaps, Amos. Stop playing with me. It hurts you the most. It hurts you the most. It hurts you the most. Hold on, let me close this damn door. Because I got sounds coming from all over. I can't have this messed up. I can't have this. I got damn sounds coming from the damn bathroom and shit. I'm just going off right now. Amos Hodge, I'm going to slap you 2 more damn times. I'm going to tell you why, Amos. Okay? It hurts you the most. I'm the one getting my ass whooped. It hurts you the most. Okay. That is like a general of an army. Okay? I'm the general. I come out there, I give the speech. Hey, I want you guys to know I'm not happy about all those men dying. It hurts me more than anyone else. No, dumbass. It hurts the kids who had a father. It hurts the wife. Those are the people it hurts the most. Stop saying it hurts you the most. It don't hurt you. Say it hurts me dear. Hurts me true to my heart, just like kind of sort of similar. Say anything like that. But don't say definite, man. Oh, gosh. Whew, sorry like that. But shout out Raven Software. I got to say that. I got to give them a shout out, man, because they are stopping these cheaters red-handed. Cheaters, just do me a favor. If you want to cheat, just go in the lobby with bots. Have fun, man. Okay, let the competitive guys go at it. Now, it's different. No, I'm not even going to say it's different. When it's competitive, stop with all the damn cheats. We've seen cheats at the maximum level. We've seen cheats, I believe, Fortnite, when Booga won her whole tournament. I believe somebody else got caught cheating during that thing. You're at the event. Why would you cheat at the damn event? Why? You made it this far. You know why? Because your ass was cheating from the beginning. Okay? It don't take a rocket scientist to figure that out. That's how you got there. So you was trying to get any edge, but you gonna get your ass smoked with the real champs. Okay? So Call of Duty, shout out, #1 game. Told you I'm not gonna waste too much time on it. I'm gonna go ahead and continue because I could be all day talking about Call of Duty. It's the best game ever, better than any game ever made, better than the whole entire Mario series. There's no Mario ever better than any God of War, better than any Fortnite, better than anything. Call of Duty is what gaming is about. If you look up gaming in the book and the definition, it would be Call of Duty. It would just start with there was Call of Duty. Then you start calling games Call of Duty like. Don't even call them first-person shooters. Just say it's another Call of Duty. Okay, I know Medal of Honor was there and all that before, but I don't care. Okay, I don't care. It's not about that right now. Okay, so let's go ahead. Move on. I'm sorry, I get a little passionate there. Oh my gosh. And as you can see, he's so sad. Do you know why this gentleman is so sad? I will tell you why this gentleman is so sad. Because he's in the sad state of PC gaming. Now, I just want to say, for the record, Okay, it's not me that said this whole thing. This is coming from my man. What is it? Tech of Tomorrow. Okay, my man Tech of Tomorrow. That's who it is. My man Tech of Tomorrow. You know what? I'm gonna pull him up on screen. We're gonna pull up his YouTube. I'm gonna pause your video.
Hey,
what's
going on?
Oh no,
fans?
Tech of Tomorrow. Don't start talking, man. I don't want you striking me for nothing. Okay, because I'm talking about you. Okay, that's just how we gonna roll around here. Okay, hold up. We gotta get my screen going. We can't leave me out. Okay, my man Tech of Tomorrow, very popular, over 500,000 subscribers. Shout out to you, man. Anybody following Tech of Tomorrow, I'm sure, huge. And as you guys see, you and them, I'm just being smoked. Okay, just smoked. It's not even close. Okay, I'm just Tech of Tomorrow. Can I get some of that? Can I get some of those followers? You know what I'm saying? But anyway, my man Tech of Tomorrow, shout out. If you don't check him out now. Shit. I'll do whatever I can for you. You ain't doing nothing for me, though. But it's cool. My people, everybody go check him out. Go check out my man, okay? So, I want to just say, for my man Tech of Tomorrow, he said the sad state of PC gaming. He was crying over this, man. And you know what's so funny? What made me want to bring this up? Because when this video dropped, I mean, the moment it dropped, it was tons of people under the comments. You know how I go, man. You got the comments like, we with you. It's a sad state, man. Things are terrible, so-and-so. Go on to a gaming forum like what is it, NeoGAF? Neo Gaming Forum. So, NeoGAF. Go on there, okay? Tech of Tomorrow, you don't want to go on there, man. I'm telling you, if you go on there, man, they are going to flame you up out of there. It is terrible. It was the total opposite of the point of this video. Point of video was a sad state. They was the opposite. It was a great state. But my man made some great points, man. And I want to ask everybody right now, since we got y'all here, what the hell? Y'all here. It ain't no way. You're not going nowhere. You're not going nowhere. Stay here. Might as well get your drink. Pull up. You know what I'm saying? Tell the wife, come on. Let's talk about it. Your wife, does she play games? Just ask her. Just tell her, come on in here, okay? So, I want to ask you guys, is PC gaming at a sad state? Honestly. Okay, tell me, is it at a sad state? Is it one of those? Is it one of those? See, I got the sounds going. Okay, I'm learning here. I don't know all the sounds. That's a jump sound? Oh, I got the jump sound. Got a couple sounds going. Okay. But nonetheless, I think PC is at a sad state. I'm gonna tell you why. My personal reference. Now, he did go into a lot of different things, okay, and I'm gonna just go ahead and go over some of the things, okay? I won't be too much, but I'm gonna tell you why I think it's at a sad state. Now, just before I go into this, I think everybody should know I'm very biased. I have no problem of saying that. Never really been a PC gamer much. I've always been a console gamer. I'm pretty much one of those guys that think a controller can beat a keyboard and mouse. And yes, I move with a keyboard and mouse. It actually moves a lot better than a controller. But I still think I would phenomenally, I don't even know if that's a word, but I would just tear everybody up with a controller. And it don't matter if you had a keyboard and mouse. That's just reality. Okay, it's just reality. But nonetheless, coming from my biased opinion, I will give you some things that I think why it is not a good idea in a sad state of PC gaming. The first thing is, can't get no damn GPUs. And that's what Tech of Tomorrow talks about. Okay, everybody, now when I say you can't get no GPUs, I don't mean you can't get no GPUs. They gone. They done. They finito. Anywhere you go or try, you're not getting them. You can probably go into those cook groups. Okay, on Discord, you might have to pay a couple dollars. Holla, holla. Okay, or you can sign up for certain lists, maybe Telegram or things like that, and you get notified right away. But these things are also on the same line as bots. So if you're trying to nail something, you're probably better off with those cook groups than you are trying to, get a Telegram notice. Because I'm telling you, the moment it hits me, it's gone. I click on it. It says add to cart. Sold out. I've never been able to buy anything, okay, when it comes to GPUs, except the 3060. So shout out to me, so I could drop a bomb. I think I could drop a bomb for myself. I think that's right. 3060. But now the other one, buying pre-builds. There's people out there buying pre-builds because they're trying to build a PC. Now, all this, right, is building a PC. Doesn't have to do with gaming. Hell, you can still play games with your old PC now. Games are at a great time. I do like the way that you can be able to just have portability on most of these games. They play on a console and they play on a PC. Doesn't take a lot of power. You're now playing them on the tablet. You're playing them on the phone. There's a wider scenario here going on. But this is a lot of what he's saying. Pre-builds suck. Originality of games as a whole means you must update and patch from day one. Okay, as soon as you get a game. Now, that's common with consoles. I'm not even going to go there. But Cyberpunk was one he talked about, how it's not original. So how games are not original. We're just doing, and by the way, Mass Effect Legendary Edition. Okay, let's talk about that. It's coming back out again, okay, which I'm playing it, and I'm going to be one to buy it, so I'm probably part of the trend. So Cyberpunk, how it's not original, how they released it, then they need all these updates after updates after updates to still have crap. That's what happens, okay? Not only that, then we get as high as like number 57 on some of these titles, he said. We're going part 2, part 3, part 4, part 5, part 6, and the game kind of stays the same. Really doesn't do much of a change. Next thing, people don't want to see hardware reviews on some damn shit they can't get. No, you didn't cut off. The sound didn't mess up. I just got a moment of silence right there. Who wants to watch something they can't get? Everybody watching something wants to watch something that they can get. You don't want to watch something you can't get, okay? But we ain't done. He says shortages of other parts. That's another reason. So people trying to get into PC gaming, playing newer games, can't get these certain parts. Now they're missing other parts because they're selling the graphics cards in bundles. So what do people do? They buy the bundles to get the graphics card. Same thing. We can keep going, okay? He went on and then he said something about conspiracy theories and GPUs and, I'll leave that to Dead Specimen. Dead Specimen, that's all you. You can have that conspiracy theory stuff, okay? What he say is, they magically holding the GPUs because they want the price of the GPUs to skyrocket, so they really can't release the certain parts because when the parts come, I'll leave that to Dead Specimen, okay? Then he spoke about one thing that I thought was pretty important. He spoke about a YouTuber selling GPUs for lower than MSRP. How the hell does a YouTuber have more parts to sell MSRP? Hey, I got all these parts than people can get. These companies sending this YouTuber that, okay? They making sure he got a GPU. He got one. He always got one. But other people do not. Something's wrong with this whole scenario. But I'm going to go on. But one thing I would like to ask is this going to push people to streaming services? Now, I know streaming services are not, the latency, it's not going to just be there. You can't play. To me, I don't see how a fighting game works over a streaming service. I do not. Big fighting game fan. Just that latency of the button press from even when it's 0.3 to 0.2 seconds, it does not matter. It causes a huge problem in a fighting game. Not sure about driving in other games, but in a fighting game, it is terrible. Okay. And I want to say one thing he did not speak of, though, and I'm going to bring up, take it tomorrow. I don't know why you left this out, okay? But there was a point where stores would get the shipments. I remember when stores would get shipments, okay? And the store would get the shipment. What would happen is the store would get the shipment. The store would chill back and say, hey, you know what? We open up at this time. I know my man's going to line up. He's going to be there, and he's going to come get the item. And next thing you know, people line up. And it provides the opportunity for multiple people to get items, especially in certain areas where it might not be a lot of people. They have a better chance. This has now been taken over by online. I'm sick of this. Why is online? Why is there one line now? It went from we having tons of stores. You can wait at Walmart. I've seen people. I remember waiting at Sears for a damn system. Yes, Sears were getting systems. Now it's crazy. Nobody's getting damn systems. I don't know what the hell is going on. We got a damn GPU shortage, CPU shortage. The damn COVID is making all the parts. I don't even know if it's going to end this year. I'm done with my rant. Okay. Nonetheless, we had a bunch of stores that you used to be able to line up at. And the thing about that is when you stand in line, you had a better chance of getting the item. Each store had a certain quantity. If you arrived at that store before other people, it was even. It was fair. A damn bot can't stand in the line. Why is that something we forgot about? In this whole crisis, why is that something something we forgot about. But yet, they figure it's a lot better, okay? And shout out to Newegg. I don't want to down Newegg for this because at least they're doing something. But they got a damn Newegg shuffle. A Newegg shuffle. So they trying to shuffle and hopefully you get one. Well, the box is in the damn shuffle too. And we probably got more bots than us. So that don't work. Get in the line. Start shipping these GPUs to Best Buy, to electronic stores all over. Give people a damn chance. And I'm telling you, you talking about PC gaming, it wouldn't even be a talk about PC gaming. You'll have every GPU around because it'll be at your local store. Nonetheless, done with my rant, okay? I don't want to go on and on because I could be really going on about that. And I remember standing in line. I had a video I was showing. I was standing in line for Mortal Kombat, you know, and we were waiting for the early release. And it's something about standing in line, standing with a bunch of other men. I know. And no, I'm not going to lie. It wasn't just men, okay? It was also, you know, women. You know, you're picking up stuff for their children and all types of stuff, okay? There's women gamers, too. I don't want to, you know, throw y'all out there. But my point is, it was something about waiting in line with people of similar interests wanting that game. At Walmart, you stand in line, someone might be getting another item. Some, you know, TVs are popular. You don't have to even like games to want to get a TV. But you should be able to have GPUs, and it shouldn't be where GPUs are being bought by bots and people are picking up, you know, 6 of them at a store. Or no, it should be strictly these can only be purchased in store. It's a way for you to have a chance to gain people back, and you don't do it. So that's why I have no faith in anything PC related, period. But I do think PC gaming is not as a sad state. I think he's completely wrong. I think PC gaming is some of the best times right now because, hell, I got, on this old build, I got a 1050 Ti and it still runs great. To me, that's actually gaming working at its greatest. I remember running a Overwatch on a G4560 CPU, nothing else, okay? I mean, hey, we had a great state of gaming. I don't know what he's talking about, man. I think he's just mad, bitter. You know, I don't want to get that. Please, Lord, children, tell me. If my kids, they watch all the time, let me know if I get old and grouchy like that, please. I do not want to take it tomorrow, my bad. I don't want to call you grouchy. But I don't want to be like that, okay? You just, it ain't a sad point. It's a sad point for PC building, but not PC gaming. We talking about two different things. PC gaming is love. Okay, you can carry your game on your damn phone now. Hey, I'm playing it on the PC. Let me go to my phone, taking it on the crapper. Nah, man, you tripping, okay? Done, my man. Check it tomorrow. Told you, I ain't gonna waste too much time on them today, okay? Whoa, did y'all see the graphic? Look at that. Hold up. I did that. I made that myself. Look at that. Oh, I did that. It's crappy, I know. I did that, though. So, nonetheless, you know what? I'm going to do this. Let's see if I can get Skype up. My man Joe, admin of Nintendo Switch Group. I want to get Skype up. See if I can get my man Joe on the phone. Now, Joe, I don't even got Skype up. I'm going to be honest. I'm slipping on my Pippin, as we like to say. Okay. Pippin is Scotty Pippin, for those who don't know. Okay. Love Scotty. Shout out Scotty. One hell of a dude. Okay, here we go. Now I'm getting you open here. Let me just pull up Skype because I want Joe to go ahead and kick some of this knowledge to us, Joe, about what's going on in the Switch scene. Now, I did put up a video showing how you can use Bluetooth devices without the hardware. That was something previously that was a big deal. A lot of people were saying, hey, you know, I have to buy a Bluetooth adapter or something like that. Now, with the latest update of 12.0, they introduced a Bluetooth driver where now, if you have custom firmware running, you can now utilize those Bluetooth headphones without having that adapter. So that's something wonderful. Now, I don't know what just happened here. It just completely logged me out. I don't know what account I'm even logging into right now, so I'm just going to pick one. And if I get it right, Joe, you're on. If I don't, Joe, holla, holla! But that was one video I did do. And I did that video because I think a lot of people did not know. I know Kyle. Shout out my man Kyle, too. Where's Kyle at? Kyle, my dog. Where are you at, Kyle? Because Kyle was the one that told me. He said, hey, man, I just want you to know, you know, that this is out. And I'm like, well, ain't nobody talking about it. He's like, hey, man, don't worry about that. It's out. So I went ahead and did a video on it. So appreciate that, Kyle. Now I'm getting signed in here. I got the whole crap and I'm not even going to say it, okay? But nonetheless, let me go ahead and get my email pulled up. Joe, I'm like, Kyle, there you go, man. About time you dropped it. Let me pull it up on big screen. Kyle, what is going on, my man? Kyle's the one that told me, Joe, I'm going to go ahead and pull you up. I'm having Skype. You know, you got to log in to Skype and all that crap, man. They sent me an email, and then I got to pull my email up, and, you know, it's crap, man. I'm not going to lie. But one thing I will say is security. I can't be mad. You know, usually people get pissed because they're like, oh, it's security. You know, you don't want to, I need security. Because lo and behold, somebody hacks your stuff, and you're screwed. Okay, send it to my email, to my, okay. Believe it or not, I got a net zero. Don't nobody talk about my net zero. I don't want to hear nobody talking about it. Net zero, we go back like Ajax, flapjacks, backpacks. I had a net zero back in 2005, man. I had that account for a while. Okay, and net zero was a thing. I know a lot of y'all youngsters. Kyle, listen up. Okay, net zero was free, man. You got 10 hours a month, and it was dial-up. And look, Kyle says Skype not secure. That's bogus, man. Is it secure enough for me? What you hack it? Oh, okay. I see what you're doing. Kyle hacked my Skype, guys. He just admitted that on wax. Thank you, Kyle. Thank you. Thank you for admitting that, Kyle. I got you, man. It's on wax. That's why I love doing these lives, because when I got you, I got you. It's over with, Kyle. Matter of fact, Kyle, as soon as I pull this up, I think you need to just admit right on wax that you did that. Okay, there we go. So now pull up my email. Let's look at this. Now, what I'm gonna do, you know what, man? Because I don't even feel like waiting on this damn email right now. I'm gonna be honest, Joe. This is what happens when you start drinking, Joe. I don't feel like, you know, waiting, but I'm gonna just say, I'm gonna get to the email. It's gonna come. It's gonna come. I'm just waiting for the email. Okay, you know how it is. A two-factor authentication. Wait for your email. We sent the email verification here. Yada 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 yada. Okay, look, I'm looking. I got it open. When the email comes, I'll let you know. But nonetheless, I want to bring up some of the latest in Switch news because my man Joe been killing the Facebook page. Every time I turn around, Joe's got another video up for tutorials. So if you are looking to run Atmosphere, if you want to run SXOS, things like that, just go to Facebook page for those tutorials. I'm not going to keep doing those and losing my channel. I just got off probation. That's why I even posted that Nintendo's. I'm back to posting, baby. We made it. I'm back to posting. I'm off punishment. I'm off punishment. They had me down. I couldn't put up a video scared that I was going to get a second copyright strike. Well, guess what? Your boy can get another. So now we doing all of it. I'm playing video clips. I'm doing all that. Hey, I might just put up all the Atmosphere. Let's do it. No, I'm joking. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going through that again. That was major. Okay, and I've almost lost my channel on multiple occasions. But nonetheless, okay, we're going to talk about a couple things. I want to mainly speak about Atmosphere in the latest version. I want my man Joe to come on. I'm going to get the email in a second. I'm going to have Joe call in on that. Okay, but what I want to speak about is the latest version. Okay, because a lot of people are wondering what the hell's going on. First of all, who is on 12.0.2 Nintendo Switch official firmware? Who is? Who was bold enough to hold they nuts and to say, I don't care about my SXOS. I don't care if certain things don't work later on. I'm just going to hold my nuts and jump. 12.0.2, baby. I feel you, okay? All right, I feel you. That's real. But most people are staying back. Most people who are playing on Nintendo Switch are saying, hey, I want to stay on the 10 series firmware. I see a lot of people on 11.0.0.0.1. See different versions out there. But who is on 12.0.2? That's what I want to know. Who accidentally updated? I see. What it say? Jesse, what's good, brother? I upgraded to the latest official firmware. Shout out to Jesse. Drop a bomb for you, Jesse. Drop a bomb for you, man. I don't even know if it played or not. I can't even hear. But you got a bomb, Jesse. Okay, you know why? Because you did it. Even if it was on accidents, your nuts were grabbed up and you jumped. Just the way it is. You know, big boys get hair on their chest. Hey, they tell me don't put a lot in here, but I say, hey, it's growing some hair on my chest. I love you, baby. But Joshua Drake said a prayer for Jesse. Yo, Jesse, shout out to you, Jesse, because guess what? I have a Nintendo Switch update. I have more than one Nintendo Switch, honestly. But I have my latest video that I put up, if you have not seen, okay, does show me using Atmosphere, latest version 12.0.2 official firmware and a system NAND. Now I do got an MU NAND running 11.0.1. Yes, I still do. I got it. I might not, but I got it. Okay, but I wanted to go ahead and update because when I test these videos, I got to let people know what's going on. Now, okay, there we go. Now, finally, how do I get the email? You know what? I'm going to just put, hold up, we'll send a verification to verify. Oh, yo, you know what's so funny? You know how you waiting on the email, but really you got to enter the email address that they're going to send the code to, and then they send it. They wasn't sending shit the whole time. Woo! Let's drink to that. Okay, but I got that secret 12.0. Dead Specimen, tell me this, man. I need a conspiracy theory for what's going on with the GPUs, man. I need a good one, man. I need to know what's going on with the GPUs. Why are they is it really bots? Is it really bots taking over, man? Like, what is this? Because I think people could just pay for a bot, right? Somebody else can make the bots and just sell the bot usage. It's easy. Then everybody get one. Just join the game. Stop crying. Just pay for a bot. I mean, I know plenty of people that pay for bots. Now, we've detected. How you going to say we've detected unusual activity? Oh, Kyle. It said it detected unusual activity. Damn you, Kyle. Kyle, come on. Kyle, I got you, Kyle. Okay, that's my dog, though. I ain't going to lie. You my dog. I'm going to let you. Matter of fact, I'm going to let you slide. How about that? I'm going to let you slide, man. You know what I'm saying? You young. You got time to learn, man. A lot of people don't. You got time to learn. So I'm going to give you that. Once you get old and stuck in your ways, it's kind of a little different. Okay. Bam, there we go. Okay, damn, I don't even want the email or none of that the same. Just sign in. Damn it. I want to get, there we go. Okay, it took a while. Booyah. So we logging in here. I'm going to go ahead and make sure my sound good. Let's see. All right, so go ahead. I see Kyle. Hey, Kyle, how you already calling in, man? Kyle, I want Joe. Joe, where you at? I got a couple calls coming in, okay? Kyle, I can't. Yo, I want to take you, Kyle. Just wait. I need to hear a little bit. Okay, we're going to talk about Atmosphere. But Kyle, we're going to have a one-on-one. Specifically you. Okay? Because I'm going to tell you, Kyle, one thing you did, man, is you hacked in my account, man. And you admitted on wax. You can come on here and say what you want, Kyle. Okay, you still my dog. You still my friend. What Heavy D said, I got nothing but love for you, baby. I got nothing but love for you, man. You know what I'm saying? But hey, I know what it is. Okay. Now hold on. Let me get this straight. I gotta pull it down. Okay. Let me see if I can hear NickMoses05 podcast. Can you hear me? Okay. First, let's start there.
I can hear you loud and clear, Nick. It's Joe.
Oh, my man, Joe. Now, Joe, I'm glad I got you on. I had the little sound problems, I fixed them. But now I'm getting good.
It's radio station.
It is. It's like calling radio. It's busy. It's busy. I seen like 2 calls in. I'm like, oh, there's Kyle. I can't wait to talk to Kyle. But nonetheless.
What tickets did I win, by the way?
Man, you know what, Joe? If you got some tickets right now, I would give away nothing but tickets to Nintendo World in Japan, man. I would have you go to Japan. You'll be riding on Mario tomorrow. If it was up to me. And we gonna be there, Joe. One of these days, man. We gonna be there. And I'm gonna just tell somebody, yo ass is riding to Japan. It's Super Mario. They're just gonna go crazy, man. We gonna live this moment. And I'm gonna have you there. It's gonna be a moment. But nonetheless, Joe, how are you doing today, my man?
I'm doing great. I got a lot of stuff to talk about with Atmosphere.
Oh, snap. Now, Joe, I'm glad. First, I'm going to give you the floor before I start asking you all the questions. Anything you just want to say first?
First thing I want to say is like and subscribe to NickMoses05. Also, definitely, guys, check out the Facebook page. There's some videos here that Nick's not allowed to put up because if he keeps putting these up, we're not going to have a NickMoses05 anymore. We'll have NickMoses06. Then we got to start all over again.
Preach.
So all the videos and tutorials will be there, and also all the links too. So you're all set, ready to go. No passwords, no nothing. You just download it and call it a day.
Preach. Nice. Love that. Now, Joe, let's get to the funk. I've been waiting for this. So, Joe, you've been on the front lines testing everything. lately there's been a lot of recent updates. Okay, we went from 12.0.0, I believe, to 12.0.1 to 12.0.2 pretty quickly. In this
That is
whole
correct.
cycle, Joe, has anything been really difficult in between updating from each version of Atmosphere, or has this been something that's like it's just terrible doing each time?
No, everything's been kind of smooth. A lot of like the third-party homebrew apps haven't been updated yet to work with it. There's this one program I haven't used yet called Tesla. It's not supported yet. I had people messaging me, "Oh, how come Tesla's not working?" I'm like, "Oh, I haven't even used that." I think that's a forwarding thing. I'm not sure. I have to look up some more information about that.
I believe it's overlays. I think. I'm not sure.
Yes. Yeah. RetroArch is busted, but I fixed it today. I'm actually uploading it now with my slow internet. So, guys, if you need the RetroArch repack, it's going to take me a few hours to upload because my internet sucks. It's like running on 56K, but everything's all set, ready to go. It's pre-configured. The BIOS files are in there. All the hard work's done. All you have to do is extract the archive, and put the NRO in the switch folder and put the RetroArch on the root of the SD card, and you're all set, ready to go. Just put your games in the downloads folder. Make a new folder, put your games in there. It's fixed, and it's working on 12.xx. When I say .xx, that means 12 and higher, so it is working.
Okay, so Joe, a couple other things. Now, one, I put up a video recently using, the new Bluetooth driver introduced in 12.0 firmware, 12.0 up, whatever you want to say. But that Bluetooth driver I did a video on, and it works with headphones. Have you heard any news about anything since updating to 12.0 that was new? Anything that's different from, is there a reason somebody should update is what I'm pretty much getting at.
Basically, if you want to update to 12.xx, you can go ahead and update. I don't see a reason why. Just update your EmuNAND. My stock NAND is at 11.0.1. In case I need to roll it back, I won't have a problem because my NAND's backed up. So far, Nick's the only person that actually got the that Bluetooth working. I haven't tried it myself, but a lot of people are telling me a lot of force close, a lot of hard crashes with the Bluetooth app not working. It seems very unstable, but you have to do everything correctly. Put the files in the correct places. Do your title overrides by holding down the R button and, making sure it doesn't say applet mode in the homebrew menu. Make sure it just says, it just says homebrew with a white background. Don't use the applet mode because it's not granting full RAM of it. So you have to be, every time you do something really homebrewish, always give it full RAM access.
Now, and you're right, Joe, because the amplified device I use, trash. Okay, I mean completely boo-boo doo-doo. It worked for one game. It was like, couldn't even understand crap. I used the Beats by Dre. Shout out to my wife. Drop a bomb for her, okay? Because she told me, here, baby, I'm going to let you try these. Now, I got some other, rinky-dink Bluetooth phones. But she said, baby, I'm going to let you try these. I grabbed the Beats by Dre. No lie, Joe, they work flawlessly. Everything I tried. The sound was crisp. I might as well just had a Bluetooth adapter, man. It was crisp.
You know why I think it was like that? Because you're probably using a newer Bluetooth driver. I'm not too familiar with the Beats by Dre. I'm familiar with the Soul Candies. But here's the deal. When you're using older Bluetooth devices, it's not compatible. This goes for even with modern stuff. I have a really old Bluetooth scanner for my car. It doesn't work on my S9 because that's running a higher version of Bluetooth. So your Bluetooth devices always have to be on the same firmware version. Not a lot of people know that.
Yeah, and I never really even dove into anything with Bluetooth bands. I didn't even know it goes that deep. I had the two devices there, and I tried them both. But if I didn't have those Beats to test, I would have just said it doesn't work the same way. But the Beats work flawlessly. They work great. And you're right. It may be because it's a newer device. But now, with that out the way, let me ask for you, how has it been being a strong SXOS user, now helping so many people that updated who no longer are using SXOS, using Atmosphere? Are you now getting used to Atmosphere, and is SXOS fading away?
I cry myself to sleep every night because no one's using SXOS anymore. So, shout out to SXOS. Yeah, I'm becoming really good with using Atmosphere. I'm doing a lot more advanced stuff with it, figuring out problems. I have people, messaging me, hey, why is this not working? Every time you update your Atmosphere, you have to delete your themes folder and just remove the themes completely, because if you go ahead and update it, you're going to get the Atmosphere error screen with a bunch of writing and numbers. Basically, anytime you see that long number at the very top left-hand side, usually if you delete that folder, it fixes the problem. Or if you still can't fix the Atmosphere when it crashes, what you need to do is delete all the files on your SD card except your Emunet and your Nintendo folder. Just press Shift and Delete. That means it permanently deletes it. Then just put on your files and you're all set, ready to go. Same thing with Tinfoil. If you're on version 12, let's say, and you update to 12.0.1, you have to uninstall Tinfoil and reinstall it because it corrupts itself every time Atmosphere gets updated.
I've been there before. I can tell you, Joe, I've been there countless amount of times when an update happens and Tinfoil ruins. And you're right. It's kind of like a reinstall process that you do have to go through. And I know with those folders you mentioned, especially, I think it's MU-Tendo, but it's pretty much an Emunan folder, okay? That folder, a lot of people don't understand how important that is. You get people who get SD cards and have that folder and just quickly delete. So I'm glad you mentioned that. But me, I usually back up the card a lot of times. I think that's good advice. Back up the whole entire card if you're scared and just wipe it and put it back on. And that way you can add things slowly on. You can figure out the issue. But Joe, you're giving some damn good advice, man. I can't tell you much more. And I had to
I could go over some more information with the 12.0.2 with the Atmosphere, some issues they fixed.
Now, let me go ahead and hear about some of these issues because I've used only 0.19.3, which is their latest version. I did update to 12.0.2. Now, I updated and just said, the hell with it. And I'm going to be honest, Joe. Let me stop because I'm on the air. I'll be lying in front, Joe. Let me just stop lying to you. I actually updated using Choi Noir NX or whatever, okay? I updated to 12.0.1. I was good, Joe. And
that's awesome. That's great to hear.
But I did something that I hear everybody do. I was fault for it. I hit it. I clicked on the game and it says, "Do you want to update the software?" And yes. I did it, man. I'm going to admit it right now, man. I'm going to slap myself a couple times, man. I need a couple slaps for that. I did it, Joe, and I hit it. I said, no, but I didn't care. I said, you know what? I'm going to just let it go ahead and update. It updated to 12.0.2.
Sometimes you don't pay it. Hey. The smartest people in the world sometimes don't pay attention and stupid stuff like that happens. They do that deliberately. Nintendo does that deliberately. But here's the deal. The Nintendo firmware 12.0.2 broke Atmosphere. They fixed it in under a day. You can't fix this. It's always cat and mouse because it has to do with a hardware, not software. It has to do with the chip. They're stupid. They can't fix this. Oh, so let me go over the fixes with Atmosphere in 12.0.2. Issues have been fixed with DNS when games are getting crashed. It resolves the IP errors. Issues have been fixed when booting into stock firmware. Some people boot into stock, some people don't. That's been fixed. Also, the eMMC errors have been fixed too. Sometimes what an eMMC error is when you update your Atmosphere. Sometimes you get it says there's an error code, dragons are going to fly. You have to do a fix arch bit. Sometimes when you do that, it repairs the SD card. Sometimes it don't. I always tell people to copy and paste and override because if I tell somebody to delete something manually, they're going to delete the wrong thing because people don't read and don't pay attention, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's true.
That's what it fixed, and it says added stability like what Nintendo does. So
added stability, man. I love that. You just put that to the end of anything. Don't matter what you do to it, man. You can put in a whole damn band hammer system. Don't even matter. Just put added stability. There we go.
Oh, there's some stuff I fixed in my repack. If you go on the NickMoses05 Facebook page, it says 0.19.3 version 2. I fixed the reboot to payload. So when you go into the homebrew menu, you click reboot to payload. It brings you into the Hikate menu. Then from there, you can run everything. If anybody's watching this video or listening to this video on the podcast, if you're using my quad boot, just update the Atmosphere the same exact way. Put your SD card in the computer, copy and paste and override and press yes to all, and you're all updated. This does not break, and this will never break Android or Linux. The reason why is because it's on a separate partition on the microcard. It will never break it. It can't break it because it's in a different partition that's hidden.
And that quad boot that you got going, Joe, for those who might be listening, who have not heard, that quad boot, what all do you have running on that quad boot?
What I have running on there is stock HOS, that's stock firmware. I have Emunand running. That's the, that's the Nintendo firmware. That's the CFW. That's an Emunand, in case nobody knows that. I have Linux running and Android running.
Nice. Killing this. So, shout out to you, Joe, and everybody. Joe it's been an admin now for a while. He's been killing it out there. You need any help, definitely holler at my man, G.I. Joe, who has been frontlining it now, man. You out there, test this. That's why I got to tell you, when I updated mine on accident, I said it don't even matter because I could just holler at G.I. Joe. And I'm sure he probably done spoke to somebody and deal with somebody. The same thing. So it didn't even matter to me. So my man, Joe,
I'm not lying to you.
it.
That 2 hours when that update came live, so I'm not going to mention the person's name. He's like, I accidentally updated my system firmware. I'm like, no. And this person tells me he's a really high-skilled computer technician. Like, oh, no. You should be working at 7-Eleven. I'm not gonna mention the person's name. I don't want to put anybody on blast. But if you want to stay the safest, disconnect from the internet. Also, my new repack has the if you're using Emunand, it has the I forget the name of the file. It makes your serial number to zeros. Yes. Your serial number.
I know what you're talking about too. Yes, correct. Incognito. Is that what we're talking about? Not
something like that.
I can't think of it. I'm like always it's something like that. Prod info, it blanks out your prod info or something like that. I think I call that. Yes. Okay. So kind of familiar with it, but nonetheless, my man Joe. Of course, I'm gonna have you call back. Just wanted to go ahead and drop some knowledge there, Joe. So I'm gonna holler at you a little bit later, my man.
Okay, sounds good. Touch later, Nick.
Later. Now, I see I done had like 4 people call in. And one person that seems to make the line every time I see is Dead Specimen. I'm going to look, I'm getting to the calls. I just wanted to have Joe just drop a little knowledge. My man Joe. Now, you know what? Maybe I feel like that's Joe's segment because he be on the front line testing it. Okay, I just want to give that to Joe because he be testing more than me. That's only right. It's only right I give it to my fans, my people, to give it to the guy out there testing Nintendo Switch. Oh, bro. Okay, Dead Specimen, I'm gonna get to you though. Okay, I'm definitely get to you because I know you got a conspiracy theory waiting, man, and I just can't wait to hear it. So, let's jump into the next thing. Though we're not even gonna waste no more time. I want to talk about this enhanced photorealism software. Oh my god. Oh my god. This software is gorgeous, man. Now, I did go ahead and actually... I told y'all I'm off punishment. We gonna play a video. I'm off punishment. Hell, let's change the picture. I can't have that. Okay, we gotta change. This is something good. Okay, hold on. No. I don't want to do that. Okay, let's do something like this. Oh, there we go. Look at... Now that's my GTA 5 car back there. It looks very real, don't it? You know what I mean? But this is very important, guys, and I want you guys to listen clear because this is amazing to me. So apparently, now I was reading the article, Kotaku. It's multiple places, but I'm just using Kotaku article. Okay, but Grand Theft Auto 5, they actually rendered through a photorealism enhancement software. Is that correct? I don't know if the terms are correct. Correct me if I'm wrong. But pretty much, you put Grand Theft Auto 5 through this software, and it looks amazing. Now, I'm sorry about the sounds, guys. I got the phones going. You know, that's how I be. I got tons of different sounds. You know, that's how I go. But this thing is amazing, y'all. I'm not talking about just enhancing it to look like good a little bit. This is completely rendering it. Now, for the record, I'm going to play this video. But before I play this video, there's some things I want you guys to know. This is not Grand Theft Auto like redone. and someone put it out there. This is not a Grand Theft Auto mod, okay, that came out, which there are mods to make it look more realistic. So I want to clarify on that. This is actually taking the Grand Theft Auto game and having it rendered through this software. And this software actually can take the images of things in the Grand Theft Auto game and can make it out to real images in real life, or at least appear to be realistic, which takes so much damn power. I can only imagine how many damn 3080s you would need, okay? It's just so much power to do that. But I had to mention that first because it is very deep. And a lot of people just think, oh, well, Grand Theft Auto already has a mod, Nick. And this mod can show everything realistic. That shit you're trying to do. No, this is actually being rendered through the software. So it's amazing. Let's go ahead. Now I'm going to play the video. I'm going to pull it up on screen. You know how I do. Okay.
In this work, we are enhancing photorealism enhancement.
Hold on. Now, another thing I should state. I'm trying to buck the system. What system is that, Nick? You know what system I'm bucking? What's the name of YouTube system? Give it to me, y'all. Give me the name of YouTube system. The one that catch you for copywriting, for taking folks' stuff. What's the name of that? Well, it don't even matter the name, because I sped up the video and zoomed it in. Okay? We gonna find out what you do. Okay, we're going to find out what you do. Let's pull it up on screen. I'm sorry. I had to get that off my chest because, you know, I can't even think of the damn name of it. Damn, I wish I knew the name. It's called something. There's security that checks for videos to see if it has any other videos or anything else. I'm part of it. I don't even know. I don't care. Okay, that's all YouTube stuff. Okay. And if you, by the way, if you use my content in your video, you don't see me flagging nobody. If they flag it automatically, just send me a message. Let me know. I'll let that shit fly. Okay, I'm not trying to trip over none of my YouTube views like some of these others. Okay, so I keep getting these sounds from my phone. Okay, my fault. But let's go ahead and watch the video. As you see, let's play it. It's going to be a little fast. I'll pause it a couple times. We'll go through it.
To understand what that means, let us have a look at some footage from the game Grand Theft Auto 5. The game looks great, but it is not quite photorealistic. Let us now turn on our method. Our method modifies the images from the game to look more realistic. It is a convolutional network, which produces images frame by frame and can be run at interactive rates.
Now, that looks damn real. If you just showed me that, I would not be able to tell you that was Grand Theft Auto being rendered. That is amazing. That makes me think of the future, which, by the way, we're going to talk about that, the future of gaming, but this made me really dive deep. This is one that makes you go outside, put your tinfoil hat on, get your left-hand cigarette, take your, take whoever's pills and go into La La Land and just imagine what the future could be like. Because every 20 years, the future jumps faster than the previous 20. So it's hard to just capture what happens. But nonetheless, video looks beautiful. That is Grand Theft Auto 5 render, but continue.
This model was trained to translate GTA 5 to the Cityscapes dataset. Cityscapes contains mostly images of German cities recorded with an automotive-grade camera. Here are a few examples from the dataset. With a model of reality induced by cityscapes, our method paves the roads with smoother asphalt, increases the glossiness of car paint, and greens the sun-dried hills of GTA's California. The results are geometrically and semantically consistent with the input images and
Nice. Hold up. Let's go back to that, because I want to get it right there. That is the image I've been seeing floating around. It's people taking the image right when it's split. It's amazing to see that. Okay, and to just think that's being rendered. Even the paint on the ground of the street. Shout out technology. I love you, technology. I love you. Carry on.
The hills of GTA's California. The results are geometrically and semantically consistent with the input images and temporally stable. Let us have a look at the state-of-the-art in comparison to our work. Here is contrastive unpaired image-to-image translation, or CUT for short. CUT is less temporally stable and hallucinates objects, such as trees in the sky or Mercedes stars on the hood of the car. Here's another state-of-the-art approach. Similar to CUT, TSET is less temporally stable and adds many artifacts to the images. Let us now look at our method in detail to understand why it is more stable and produces less artifacts.
Man, look, this
Our method takes a rendered image from the game and passes it through an image enhancement network to produce an enhanced image. We further extract a set of rendering buffers, called G-buffers, produced by the game engine. G-buffers contain geometric information, such as surface...
What the hell am I watching, man? What the hell am I watching? Yo, I didn't watch this video. I'm sorry. You know, a lot of times I know people think, Nick, you had to see the video. You watched. Believe me when I tell y'all. Hold on, I'm going to see if did I write down notes for stuff like this or something? I didn't write down no notes for this. What the hell was I thinking, man? This is blowing my brain. But exactly what I said. They're taking the game and rendering it through this image enhancement network to create an enhanced image. Then there's G buffers and all this other stuff. But nonetheless, makes it look real. But let's continue. I'm not going to, cheat y'all on that.
Normals or distance to the camera. Material information such as albedo or glossiness. They may also contain information about the lighting in a scene. We pass the buffers through a G-buffer encoder network to produce feature tensors at multiple scales. The tensors encode the information about the rendered scene. To train our networks for enhancing realism, we employ a perceptual discriminator. For each image it takes in, it produces a realism score. To make it understand what the real world looks like, we also feed it real photos.
Yo, we gonna be dead in a couple years with this technology, man. Am I hearing what I'm saying? So pretty much all those damn images that y'all be clicking on when it says, are you a human? You says, yes, I am. And it says, pick all the stop signs. And it's yo ass, yes, picking every single stop sign. And guess what's happening? They're saying, oh, well, these are stop signs. The computer goes, oh, I get it. Out of all these images, this is what a stop sign looks like. And then they can create real images. And guess what happens to these real images? They take these real images and mix them with these damn virtual images. And they get an image that looks just as real. We are fucked. Continue.
To ensure that our networks retain the structure of rendered images, we further add them to the discriminator inputs and employ a perceptual loss. Let us now zoom in on the G-buffer encoder. From the G-buffers, we can derive a semantic class label map, which assigns an object ID to every pixel. We pass the G-buffers through multiple convolutional network streams and fuse the streams again based on the object IDs. This allows the encoder to learn different ways of processing for each type of object. For example, trees will be treated differently from cars. The resulting feature tensors are further processed by residual blocks, which output tensors at multiple scales. Let us now look at the image enhancement net.
Who the hell understands this? Y'all I'm a player. I ain't gonna do y'all right there.
To see what we can do with these multi-scale tensors. The enhancement network is based on HRNet, which processes images at multiple scales in parallel. Each scale of the feature tensors matches a scale in the network. The network consists of many residual blocks at each scale. Within the residual blocks, we replace the batch normalization layers with our own rendering-aware denormalization blocks, or RAD for short. The RAD layers modulate features based on the rendering information.
I'm sorry. I can't do it, yo. I can't do it. I'm not about to sit here and have people listen to this. I'm not about to do it, okay? I'm sorry. We're not about to do it. It's over with. I'm not doing it. I can't do it. I tried. Who wants me? Hold on. Let me take a poll. I don't want to be that guy, okay? But I feel like that guy right now. I don't understand what the hell is going on. Maybe I need to So, hold up. Who wants to continue watching this video? Let me know right now. If you want to continue, put continue. If you say stop it, I'm stopping. Okay, Kyle. That's it. It's Kyle, all you had to say. Young OG said play the video. That's it. I'm going to go ahead. I'm not even going to do the business. And you're right. I started playing the video. The least I can do is finish it. You know what I mean? Kyle's right. It's too late, y'all. It's too late, Dead Specimen. You ain't got none. Kyle said so.
Blocks at each scale. Within the residual blocks, we replace the batch normalization layers with our own rendering-aware denormalization blocks, or RAD for short. The RAD layers modulate features based on the rendering information in the G-buffer feature tensors. For more details, we refer to our paper. Let us now look at how the perceptual discriminator works. The discriminator contains a robust semantic segmentation network and a network for extract.
Yo, imagine being that guy. Hey, guys, guess what? I've been working on the perceptional discriminator for over 2 years, man. It's going to be revolutionary. And people are like, man, shut your dumb ass. And then you come out with this. Oh, my God, that dude's... I don't understand why developers don't get laid more, man. Why are developers not treated like actors or athletes? It doesn't matter. They don't, look the best, or they're not chiseled like God. Okay? Gosh, they're devs. Give them a chance.
Perceptual features. In this case, a VGG-16. We extract features from the VGG at multiple levels and pass them through a convolutional network. This differs from prior work that trains discriminators directly on images. Training on VGG features allows our network to quickly learn a model of realism at multiple perceptual levels. We further pass the unmodified rendered image, as well as real images, through the segmentation network to obtain a label map for each. The label map is used to specialize the discriminator on individual object classes. Since we use a pre-trained, robust segmentation network...
Yo, they are not just... I just want people to know if y'all listening correct. Like, first of all, I seen Alchemy Gaming. My bad. He right. I assume there's no sexy devs. He right. You know what I'm saying? Because there is sexy devs out there. And I don't want to, you know, make devs feel like, you know, a body shame devs. Or, you know, make them feel, you know what? Devs are sexy. You know what? Devs are the new sexy. How about that? The old sexy ain't even sexy. Devs the new sexy.
The object classes are consistent for rendered and real images. For more details, we refer to our paper. There is one more thing. For training discriminator networks, the common choice is to take in as much of an image as possible. The reasoning is that the more context of a scene the network sees, the better. We started with this strategy as well and found it to be suboptimal because scene layouts between real and rendered images can be quite different. Here we see the probabilities for each pixel to contain a certain type of object. The top row shows cityscapes, the bottom GTA 5. Images from GTA contain much more sky at the top, where cityscapes images contain vegetation. Images from cityscapes have a Mercedes star at the bottom. If we train our network with full images from both datasets, it will start adding Mercedes stars and place trees in the sky. We observe this effect in many other approaches. One part of our solution is to
Damn, yo, they not only just... I'm gonna let it play, man. I ain't gonna do it.
Increase the field of view for the network and show it corresponding scenes from both datasets. When training our network, we sample rendered and real image patches that roughly contain the same things. This is done automatically and requires no access to semantic label maps. More details can be found in our paper. Let us now look at more results and comparisons. Here we see GTA again. And on the right, the results produced by our method.
Yo, that is freaky as hell. That is freaky as hell. Yo, imagine you taking any game that looks like this and putting it through. You can have brand new games just by putting it through a damn rendering system. Brand new games. So you can have one game and you can have somebody say, you know what? I'm going to put the entire game through my rendering system and I'm going to recompile it. And there you go. This is now an enhanced version. Yo, that is not. You know what? Do I got any sounds? I don't even know. There you go, man. Whatever that is, do that, man.
Here we see the results from classic color transfer. Color transfer matches the color distribution of GTA to cityscapes, but it does not modify images beyond the colors. Roads and trees keep their synthetic appearance. Unlike many other approaches, color transfer is temporally stable. Here is WCT2, a state-of-the-art photo style transfer approach. WCT2 requires a reference photo. It can become temporally unstable if rendered images and the reference diverge. Here we see again results from cut. Cut commonly hallucinates objects like trees in the sky and the star on the hood. The sampling strategy of our approach alleviates such artifacts.
Yo, the amount of rendering that has to be done. What the hell are they using?
Here we see TSIT, an image-to-image translation approach. TSIT also requires a favorable reference photo, which may cause artifacts and temporal instability if rendered images and the reference diverge.
Damn.
Finally, let us look at GTA again.
Yeah, let's look at GTA, man.
And here's our method trained on the Mapillary Vistas dataset. Vistas features diverse images from around the world, recorded with different types of cameras. Our method captures the style of this data.
Hold up, I'm going back. Look at the t-shirt place on the right. If that don't look real, I don't know what to, man.
Finally, let us look at GTA again.
When they look at the stores on the right.
And here's our method trained on the Mapillary Vistas dataset. Vistas features diverse images from around the world.
Yo, it looked like a regular store, man. This is wild. Yo,
world recorded with different types of cameras. Our method captures the style of this dataset with its vibrant colors while keeping the semantic and geometric content of the underlying game.
10 seconds, 10 seconds. Damn, that looked beautiful. We done, man. That's it. That's it. That's it. No more. No more. That's it. We done. You know what I mean? Hold up. Hold up, man. I see him calling in, man. I wasn't even gonna take this call, man. He calling in. You know how I be. I sometimes just take calls, man. I get crazy in here. Kyle, what is going on, my man?
What's up, Nick?
Not much, man. What's
I
up,
want to
man?
fix up some misinformation here. You can't just remake games with this. This is taking hours to render that few-minute file, right? Like, that would take hours to render that. You can't like pre-render everything like that. That just doesn't work.
Okay, so Kyle, talk to me on that, okay? I want you to break it down. Now, for those who don't know, Kyle is my young OG, okay? Kyle has helped me with my webpage. Kyle has taught me as an old-ass man. Kyle has taught me, okay? So I got to give you your props first. But Kyle, so tell me, this rendering that's being done, you said how long it takes to render. So let me ask.
I know for sure, right? Like, it differentiates between different computers and stuff, but it will definitely take a long time. There's a machine learning algorithm, right? Like, you're taking source images and then you're putting it through that algorithm, which was trained with the city. I forget what they called them, images, right? And it's making those images look more like the image.
So let me ask, Kyle, do you think that any home user would have a system at home powerful enough to render even a scene in real time?
No way. Not real time.
Okay. All right. Now, from what I read in the article, I do believe they were using, I'm going to pull it up here, but I believe they were using 3090s. I put the link in my description too. But I believe they were using 3090s. And I don't, yes. Okay, so I'm going to just let people know how powerful it needs to be to render. So I am with you on that 120%. This is not something, you're going to be seeing within the next, couple years. It's not going to be even affordable for, anybody to even get graphics cards, multiple, that powerful. So I'm with you there, Kyle. So let me ask you this. As being the young guru you are, how far off in the future do you see us experiencing games where we can honestly run them through a rendering system in real time? How far away are we from that? Okay.
Like, the computers get more powerful, the rendering system gets more demanding.
It does.
Right. So, if you're going to use the current time rendering system, it will never, like the highest end current time rendering stuff, it will never be able to real time, like with whatever that you have just laying around, right? Like, that's just how it is. And I can't say how long it's going to be because everything changes, everything.
No, and I'm with you on that, Kyle, but one thing I got to say, Kyle, to throw a wrench in everything you're talking about, if you go back, let's just say 20 years from me. Okay, I'm 38. 20 years from me is 18. And I could even go back 30 years. We didn't have memory cards. We didn't have cloud storage. We didn't have a quick resume. These features would not even be thought of back then. So is it possible that we can see real-time rendering like this within the next, say, 20 years?
Sure, it's possible, but instead of having real-time rendering like that, we can get better textures in the game, right? we can have ray tracing be more plausible, right?
I agree with you. There's no point of going through all that when you can make the original game. And I 120% agree. But just watching this, it's pretty amazing, Kyle. Now, how amazing is this? Because to me, it was like revolutionary. But to you, what does this mean to you? Is it anything big? Is it something small? Or what does it mean to you?
So it's big in the sense of for especially for creators, right? Like people who can create these now stunning images, right, from something that's not so great. They can make them look better, or they couldn't before. But it's not really for the average person. The only thing it changes is what they see online, right? Like they're never gonna be able to use this, and that's just how it is.
So Kyle, Let's ask, because you're going to be one that's going to be enjoying gaming 20 years from now. 20 years from now, I'll be 58. Now, I don't know. At 58, I don't think gaming would probably be my thing of choice. But for you, it won't be the same. You'll kind of be in there. Okay, so I want to ask you, Kyle, what is something that you think that a lot of people don't believe in, that maybe you think we'll see sooner than we think in the future of gaming, that is a big step, not something, quick resume, okay, but I'm talking about big. What do you see?
See, I can't predict that. That's just not something I can do, and I'm sorry to say it. Like, I'm not able to predict that. We can't predict that. It's just not possible.
Now, Kyle, what if I was to tell you, right, and I'm going to school you, and I hope everybody listening right now, because, see, this is me, Kyle. I'm the one that I like to dive into the future. And you know what I see, Kyle? I'm going to tell you what I see, and just hear me out. This is what I see. I see me wearing my favorite pair of sunglasses. But these ain't just any pair of sunglasses. We talking 10 years from now, so 2031. Mark my words today on this podcast, 2031. I'm going to have a pair of sunglasses, and I'm going to be riding down the street. I'm going to be riding in my 2031 car, because yes, by then I'll be balling, Kyle, okay? So 2031, I'm riding in my car, and I'm going to turn and I'm going to look at the mall I'm riding by. You know what my shades are going to see? My shades are going to show on the right side of the lens, I'm going to see a Facebook friends list. And I'm going to look, and it's going to say 3 of your friends are in that mall, Nick. It's going to show me what store they're in. It's going to show me what they're buying. And this is all going to be within my sunglasses. Kyle, can you see
Google
that happening?
It's owned by Facebook, and Facebook just has more control over your life.
Kyle, you're missing the point. It's not Facebook.
I don't think I am.
It could be Twitch. It could be Twitter. It can be Instagram. But you will be able to have augmented reality actually affect real life choices. Maybe you weren't going to go play basketball, but now you ride by the fitness gym and you see 2 of your buddies in there without you having to see their car. They just pop a damn asterisk on top of it and say 2 of your friends out of 2,000 are in here. Do you think we could see something like that within 10 years?
Yeah, sure, it's possible. But do you want something like that? That means you're constantly sending GPS information to anybody who wants it, right? Like, there's tons of security problems with that.
Now, I'm going to be honest, Kyle. I'm with you on that as far as the security. I don't want to be infiltrated like that, but I think this is the new norm. Yeah, this is the new norm. Just get used to it, man. Just give everything to the computers. Just give them your everything, your fingerprints, give them all your information from your brain, because it's no point. People are already doing it. I mean, like I mentioned, the stop sign thing. How many times have you had to do a Google CAPTCHA and you sat there and pressed the buttons? You were feeding a monster, Kyle. You are a victim as well, correct?
Sure, I guess. Also, CAPTCHAs aren't really a thing with reCAPTCHA version 3 from Google, because they, version 3, it just knows.
You fed the beast, Kyle. That's all I'm trying to say. You fed the beast. I fed the beast.
Did I have a choice, though?
We don't exactly.
Did I have a choice, though?
Perfect answer. We don't have the choice. So it's going to come to a point where you mention, hey, don't you feel like that's infiltrating your life? Kyle, do you think you're only going to embrace technology more, or do you think the more privacy you're giving up, you're going to be giving away technology? What do you think in that, as far as your privacy and technology?
Listen, right, as somebody who has a tracker blocker on their web browser, specifically to block trackers on websites, so people like Google and Facebook don't know if I'm visiting this website or not. I don't want my GPS information constantly being sent to Facebook.
But Kyle, I'm gonna tell you this, right? And I'm gonna school you to this. In a way, I agree with you. Okay, you're giving up your privacy. You're letting people know where you are. If somebody were to plan to attack, it's very easy if I was to fake myself as your friend, find out where you are, and simply plan an attack on you because I have a GPS location of where you are. But at the same time, Kyle, that can work both ways. You can be kidnapped. Only thing that could be your traction is the Facebook. You know, you might have a camera going. Maybe that's the only way somebody's able to find your location, because they were able to see a street sign and the Google system actually recognized that street sign as this street sign. It's tons of street signs, but it took a computer to recognize the minor difference between this one and many others. So, in that, do you think more people are just going to give up privacy, or do you think more people are going to fight back to control their privacy?
Right, like, I feel like that people don't want to go out of their way to get a tracker blocker for their web browser.
Right? I agree.
Like, most people don't really care or even know if they don't have any privacy, right?
It's true.
And there's no privacy online. That's not a thing.
I agree with you 120%. I'm being tracked all the time. I got multiple systems. I do have one where I have I don't even go on the web on a system. Okay, just one system I have, because I do some things. Okay, I do some things, and I just like to have it done on there. But everything else, I leave wide open, man. My phone, I want GPS on me 24/7. I let people know where I'm at. Even if I was big on Twitter, Kyle, I say, hey, Nick is over here right now. Come meet me. That's just the way I am. I feel like I'm trying to be as transparent, and as much as transparency gets you in damn trouble nowadays, I'm being as transparent as I can. Okay? So I'm trying, Kyle. Okay, I'm trying. But nonetheless, Kyle, I need you to admit something for me right now on the air. You hacked my account.
Yeah, for sure.
You hacked my account.
That was all
so
me.
I need you. Thank you, Kyle.
Confirmed. It's confirmed.
That's all I need to know. It's all good, man. I'm not even going to press charges or nothing, man. I'm going to let it alone because you admit it. That's all I ask for you to admit it on the air. Not even press charges. 100%. All good, man. I'm not even going to be mad. You know what I mean? I just changed my password. And I ain't even going to enable two-factor authentication. Go ahead, Kyle. You know what I mean? I trust you, man.
Why aren't you enabling two-factor
No
authentication?
no reason. I'm not doing it. No reason to. I trust you, Kyle. I trust you, man. You ain't going to brute force. You're not going to brute force my account. You know what I mean? I know I probably got a 10-digit password that you could easily crack. I know. You can brute force 10 key. Just give it overnight. For you, Kyle, it might not even be overnight. You got 3080s over there. It might be in a couple hours. Okay? Who knows? But hey, not gonna do it. You the man. Kyle, my dog, I'm gonna holler at you, my dude. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up. I'll holler at you later. You know, I'm gonna be talking to you at the end, man.
At the end?
At the end, man. I'm gonna wrap it up. I'm gonna get to it. You know, I got the subjects going, man. I'm trying to get the algorithm. You know,
subject. All right, Nick.
My man. I'm gonna holler at you. That's Kyle V, the OG. I'm gonna holler at you, man. That's my man, Kyle the OG. My man is like 9. My man's 9 years old, man. He's 9 years old out here killing. I'm playing. Kyle's not 9. He's like 15, 16, something like that. Hey, Kyle, was it PK that had the room? Just to make sure? I think it was PK that had the room. But he had the girls and call him. I'm about to drink or nothing. Why y'all ain't tell me? Y'all got me drinking nothing, man. That's how I know. Anyways, I want to go ahead and talk. Since we talking about it's the next subject, what the hell do y'all see 20 years from now in gaming? What do y'all see? You know what? I need a picture for this. This ain't gonna work. I need another picture. I need that. Oh, there we go. Hold on. Let's put me up on big screen. What the hell do y'all see 20 years from now in gaming? You know what I see? I'm gonna go through some things that I see. And I want y'all to rock with me on this. I hope my phone don't die. Okay, because my phone died. Oh, well, I took some notes down. Because I want y'all to know how I feel. Okay. So, I think 20 years from now. Hold up. My man R Dino. Drop a bomb for R Dino, man. Woo! Shout out R Dino. Thank you, R Dino. Did I miss anything else? Because, you know, I be talking, man. I don't know if I be missing. I hope I didn't miss none. Okay, thank you. R Dino, shout out, man. Shout out to you, R Dino. Thank you, man, because those donations really mean a lot. You know what? I'm going to be starting a Patreon, R Dino. I hope you join. I'm going to do Patreon for like $1 a month. I'm going to be able to offer this. $5, I'm going to offer this. $10, offer that. I'm growing. We got things. I'm trying to do the interview section. I got the video game debates going on, doing artwork right now. You know, I'm trying, man. I'm over here working, doing my thing. R Dino, salute. Okay? Now, I want to talk about where we're going to be in video games 20 years from now. So first, before I go into my rant, let me ask each of you, where do you see video games going 20 years from now? Kyle was just on. I let him know, hey, about augmented reality. That is something I think is going to revolutionize the future. I don't think people really realize how big augmented reality is. I took some notes here, but I'm going to tell you some things within the next 20 years that I think will be big, okay? And things that will reinvent gaming as a whole within the next 20 years. I see my man Alchemy Gaming. Shout out Alchemy, yo. Alchemy Gaming said he don't even think it's going to be 20 years before we see these huge leaps. And I agree. And that's one thing I mentioned to Kyle. I want to state because every 20 years, technology goes even faster. It doesn't slow down. We don't slow down. So if I was to think about when I was 8 years old to when I was 28, 8 years old, I was playing what? Nintendo, using passwords, using game genies, to now, 28, you're talking about cloud storage and systems, memory cards, and controllers that just unplug and plug into this system, and it's crazy. Uniform standard, USB, a uniform standard. Oh my goodness, Alchemy Gaming. I'm glad you said that. Fully immersive. That, you know what? I'm gonna drop a bomb. No, you know what? I gotta give you another sound effect, man. What's something else? I ain't like that. That wasn't feeling that. That was kind of whack right there. I'm gonna give you a couple of jumps. I gave you 3 jumps out. I gave you 3. You know what I'm saying? I can't do too many jumps, man. Mario might come over. He might come over. But nonetheless, I agree. Fully immersive. I think we can achieve that within the next 20 years. VR and AR, I am telling people, will be the biggest thing. I don't care what people say. People can say VR is going to be in the trash. People can say AR is going to be in the trash. I remember, and I'm going to take you guys back, and I understand why you guys are saying it's trash. I was there at a time where we came out with the Power Glove. And for all my retro gamers, you remember the Nintendo. You remember the Power Glove. You were playing Mike Tyson Punch-Out. And the ad showed the guy, he was, bah, 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 bah. Well, you like, ooh, I need that Power Glove. I need that. And you bought the Power Glove, and you swung like this, and he didn't swing. And then you realize you had to go, and then he swings. So you're like, and before you know it, you're just wailing, and it's only on one arm, but you're wailing both arms. It's just terrible, man. So they had a controller on it because, there were certain functions that you would need to use the controller and buttons for, which I did like. I'm not going to lie. Retro going back, I still love it. If I have one now, I would love to use it. But you just turn it, and you can press right down, start, left, B button, all your buttons, select your menus, and you can play with that. Okay? And this is before the scope for Super Nintendo and other things came along. The Power Glove was terrible. It was crap. It was terrible, man. My mama bought it for me, and she might as well just not bought me nothing. Sorry, mama. I wasted your money on the Power Glove. It was terrible. It was nothing that it was good for. The game that you think it would be good for is Punch-Out, and it was the worst game to play because you're not swinging and punching and dunking on time with the damn Power Glove. And it's not like technology today that moves pretty fluidly. Then it was terrible. They were telling us that was the next thing for the future. So I agree with the way you feel. All my youngsters out there, I agree with you saying that, I don't know where we're going to be in the next 20 years. That's what my man Kyle said. Well, Kyle, I'm here to tell you, I know where we're going to be, at least some of it. Okay? Virtual reality is going to take over. Augmented reality is going to take over. The first thing they're going to do, I'm glad Alchemy said fully immersive. You know how you become fully immersive? One of the first things I got on my list here, get rid of controllers. Now, I'm a guy that I'm a console gamer at heart. I've played with controllers forever. From that first system I'm talking about, even before then, because I was playing Atari and television. I was playing other systems too, okay, before Nintendo. I had a controller. I've never really been a PC gamer, so I never really used keyboard and mouse. I wasn't, doing that. That wasn't really my thing. But I've always had a controller. Consistently had a controller all the time. Take away the controllers. Because if they had no controllers, that is the number one thing that is making people feel like they're not in the game. Because how are you in a game shooting people when you're not really holding a gun? How are you punching someone when you're not really swinging? How are you running when you're not really moving your feet? It's a lot of things that they gotta capture to get fully immersive, but it will be here. I promise you. There's already VR games that will make you, I ain't want to curse. I almost did. I usually let them fly in a rant, but I'm not going to let it fly there. But there's a lot of VR games that will give you chills to your bones. You will really feel like someone's there. I've played the game where you're walking on the rooftop and you walk the plank. I played the plank experience. If I've had my family walk on that plank. If you have headphones on and that VR and all you see is you're on the sky and you're hearing wind and you're walking on the plank, your balance gets like you're a baby deer. You bucking like a baby deer and you in the middle of your living room. That is the type of mind games that VR will play. So fully immersive is true. If we can capture being fully immersive, take the controllers away. If I can be able to hold a gun or pull a pistol and really shoot a pistol, then that's a different story. I don't have to pick up a controller now. Now my aim is me. That's different. I'm sorry. It is no Call of Duty game with a controller right now that I would pick over me actually aiming. Me actually shooting somebody. When I know my aim is good, my aim is not good in a video game. This video game is so damn close to the accuracy of real life that if I had a real gun in my hand, it would be damn near that accurate. Armies would be able to pick their soldiers based on their game level. Damn, we talking about the future. I don't want to get to, I'll go over there, you know what I mean? But nonetheless, I know I'm going deep. I'm not trying to go that deep, but okay. And I'm gonna read through some of the comments because I want to read through the comments, but I'm gonna hold on. I gotta get more to get to because I feel like this is deep right now. I need to get to it. Another thing they need to do is broaden the people who play games. Okay, I think in the next 20 years we're going to broaden the amount of people that play games. You do realize that games are becoming more and more popular. Gamers are only growing. They're not getting smaller. It's not like the gamers are going down in rate. It's only going up. It's going to be soon 100%, if not 99 point whatever, are going to be playing some sort of game on some sort of device, and it will be able to be tracked. So everybody will be playing a game. But that starts with broadening the type of games. Maybe you could do something like I mentioned where, I mentioned to Kyle about the Facebook thing with augmented reality, but I'm reaching, okay? But maybe you could do something like that. That is the future. But I'll take it a step further. Maybe you can do an Easter egg hunt with augmented reality glasses. So therefore, there's bunnies hiding in bushes where kids got to go to find the eggs, and they see a virtual bunny. It's actually only in the glasses. When you take the glasses off, you don't see it. But if you have the glasses on, you see the bunny sticking out, they can go find the egg. Do you imagine what you can do with Easter egg hunts? Do you imagine what you can do in a damn tractor race? You can ride tractors around and create a whole Mario Kart race with augmented reality. There's so many things you can do. I'm sorry. It is no way video games are not going to fully immerse people. It's going to come to the point. A lot of people don't remember this, but who remembers Sword Art Online? Where people were actually locked into the game and they could not get out and their lives were into it. I do believe we're going to come to a point where people are going to want to spend their entire lives virtually in a game, especially if their life in a game is a lot more popular. I mean, in a game, you can be number one, and in life, you could be zero. So I could see that. That's why I think that series is such a popular hit. It's because people see that. Shout out Art Dino. Art Dino, give you a bomb, man. I hope I gave you a bomb. I don't know. I think I did. I hit the sound. Boom, he hit it. You know what I mean? Killing it. Our Dino, man. Shout out to you. Kudos, man. Hey, that Patreon. Tell you, man. Patreon coming. Now, I did mention broaden who plays games. Because you know why? If you're able to broaden the aspect of who plays games, you now broaden the audience, which means in return, there's going to be more people in the gaming scene, more people in demand of games, more money in the gaming industry, which means more product. In the end, that's what we're constantly seeing this number go up in gaming. It's not like gaming's losing dollars each year. It's definitely only going up. Okay? But something else I want to mention is, and I hope we see this. I was speaking with Kyle about real-time rendering. If you guys didn't check that, watch it later or whatever. But Grand Theft Auto 5 and, rendering a photorealistic, I forgot the damn name of it, but photorealistic enhancement software, okay? He mentioned that you cannot do that in real time. It's impossible. I said, when do you think we'll see that? We'll see it within the next 20 years. He said, based on the way supply and demand is with, the more power we're using, the more we want to see, we're not going to be able to keep up. That's going to be something constant. We'll probably not see real time rendering like that in the next 20 years. Kyle, I think we'll see it in the next 10. Okay? I'm just sorry. Technology's crazy, man. Technology's crazy. Now, one thing that's slowing gaming down, I think in the next 20 years, you will probably see fixed is latency. And quote me on that. Latency. Can I get a sound? What's some of these sounds? Oh, I got a gunshot. Oh, okay. Couple gunshots. I think latency is going to be a big one. The reason I think latency is going to be a big one because cloud streaming services right now are becoming more and more popular. But one thing that stops these services from being actually preferred over consoles or PC is the latency. You're never going to be faster than me having an actual console at home. You're not going to be faster than that. If I have the console at my home, it's always going to be faster than the latency I have to deal with going to a server and back. Well, in the future, in the next 20 years, I do believe latency will be so minor to the point where you won't be able to notice the difference if you're starting the game from within your home or if you're starting it from within servers away. And I'm going to tell you why that's major. Because then at that point, I could buy a system, okay? I can have a lot of games. But now at that point, why? I can now sign into a service where I don't even have to own any hardware. I can still play the same games you play with a cloud service with almost no latency. Now, I agree, graphics will never match. They will never match because graphically, you will not be able to. I don't even want to say never, man, because I don't want to underestimate technology. But if you're able to push out those amazing graphics, 4K graphics that fast with no latency, and by then I'm saying 4K, it'll be 12K, 16K, who knows? Okay, we don't even know by that time, 24K. But thinking of the future makes me just, so now let's continue, okay? Now, something that I thought of that would be amazing. I'm going to read some of these comments. I want to get to some of y'all comments, okay? You just need to spend obnoxious amounts on your monthly internet bill. Oh my God, yo. Alchemy, you're right. Data is something that is crucial right now. A lot of people don't realize how much your data is worth. People just let their data go all over like they don't even care. Your data is actually going to be used, okay? There's somebody around there paying for your data, okay? And you don't even realize it. Now, you're also paying these companies to use their data. What happens when this company says, oh, your bill is this high or something like that? He's right. I didn't even think about that. So, our Dino, let the ball drop. Happy, I appreciate that, man. Thank you. Put some headset on, close your eyes to enter a fully immersive. He's right. You can't just close your eyes and you're in a fully immersive world, okay? Beats Audio Solo 3, awesome. Yo, them beats are crazy, man. Okay, as someone who has a Vive Index, used to have a Quest, but I sold it for the price of a Quest 2, and someone who is being scammed by Amazon because they were supposed to get a Quest 2 today, I can say that I think VR is the future. Nice to hear that, Kyle. Nice to hear that, man. Okay, now I got something else here. I think VR is the future. I think augmented reality is the future. And I think 24/7 surveillance is kind of like gonna happen, Kyle. It's not gonna be any way to dodge it, to be honest. For instance, some games give you points or things just for being logged in. You know how many things give you benefits for being logged in? Hell, McDonald's app probably gives you benefits for being logged in. So it's only gonna be the same way. The more they keep you in the app, the more I can be able to push notifications to you, the more I can keep you involved in what I got going on. I don't see that changing. Now, it would be nice to have like these augmented reality glasses or playing the game. And one thing I think in the next 20 years we'll probably see is a lot of automatic sharing of highlights. And now you're getting more of those where you are seeing certain games capturing their own highlights. Those highlights are based on another system, whereas, you know, hey, 4 kills within a 5-second time span, or if it's this sort of kill, recorded, or if this happens, recorded. But I think there is going to be an overall system, you know, whether it be Microsoft, Sony, or one of the manufacturers that actually have a system that it will automatically capture highlights so good to the point where you won't even have to capture those highlights. It'll realize what you think is a highlight before you even know what is a highlight. That's the kind of data we're feeding the monster. So as you do a kill and you do a combo and you go to clip it, it's already clipped. Or you'll play a match, it's already saved. You just go to the match and watch it. Hell, we might get so good, cloud storage might be able to record 24 hours worth of your game time. Imagine that. Being able to go back 24 hours and your child say, hey, I didn't buy that, Dad. And you go back and you say, hey, yes, you did. I see it right here. I can watch the whole damn tape. That ain't you. You know, so technology is wonderful, man. That's another thing. Automatic highlights. Effortlessly too. That needs to be effortlessly. There should be no button. There should be nothing we're pushing. That should be handled automatically. If we want to go the extra mile, we can push the button if there's something we want to say, but that should be automatic. Okay. Another thing I want to mention, I had written down here, because Nintendo made this very popular, is with Street Pass. And I think if we get some sort of Street Pass with VR or AR, where I mentioned like the sunglasses, because sunglasses is something that you can see normally, but now I can be able to display images to you within those sunglasses. So you're actually looking at a different world than what you would see if you took the sunglasses off. So I can be able to, you know, hey, maybe we'll have some real life Street Pass. Like, hey, the more you have these on, the more you walk around with these and you pass somebody else who has them on, you get these type of points. And these points let you buy another pair of shades or let you go in here. It's always things to entice buying. Consumers love buying, and anything to get a deal a consumer will buy. Okay. Always into something. What up, Nick? Shout out to you, man. Glad you stopped by. Okay, that's another thing. But the biggest thing I think that would take, and I'm going to get off this, okay, because I could talk about this all day. But the biggest thing I think would take us 20 years, okay? I think 20 years at least, okay, into the future. It's going to take a while. But if we can get no noticeable hardware, okay? And a lot of people think, what the hell are you talking about, Nick? No noticeable hardware. We already got stuff. No. I'm talking about you being able to play games, you being able to check your social media accounts, follow up with your boss, follow up everything with no noticeable hardware. People can look at you and not even know that you're doing that. That is immersive. That's where augmented reality comes in. That's where sunglasses could come into play. That's where a watch could come into play that can put up a hologram. Okay, that's where holograms come into play. We got a lot of things here, man. So much in the next 20 years. So Kyle, I'm here to tell you, in the next 20 years, I'm going to come back. I'm going to play this episode. You're going to be a grown ass man. You're going to listen and you're going to be like, you know what? I was totally underestimating technology and where it's going. Yeah, I'm telling you, it's going to be crazy within the next 20 years. Okay, but enough of that. All right, we're going to go ahead and move on because I could talk y'all to death, as always. Okay, so let's go ahead. Hold on, let me see, because I got so much to talk about, and I want to get the calls in. I got to get the calls in here. So, oh, lovely ladies. Oh, my lovely ladies. Oh, man, my lovely ladies. Now, I got them up here. The reason I got to get them up here, because I'm going to take this moment of silence. How you doing? Hey, how you doing? Now, ladies, just know I am married, so you can stand above me, but you can't get me. Okay, this chocolate is sitting here. Okay, I'm married. But I will tell you, I think now is the time, and I'm going to speak up if nobody else cares. So sit in your chair and sit back, because I'm about to turn up. Let me get this ready. Now, sexual games deserve respect. They deserve respect. And I'm going to tell you why sexual video games or sex games or, pornographic games, whatever you want to say, they need respect. I'm going to tell you why they need respect. It's a couple of things, okay? And I can go into a wide variety, but I'm not going to go too much. I'm going to tell you why they need respect. One is, it's no way you can tell me that a kid can pick up Fortnite. He can grab a primal shotgun and shotgun a guy 2 times in the head faster than he can say don't shoot. And he dies. He disappeared. This kid shotguns. This kid knows what a shotgun is. A shotgun is a real gun. Okay? A real gun. It might not, the primal shotgun might not be real, but a shotgun is a real gun. This kid knows the difference between a pistol, a shotgun, and a rifle. So he knows long distance, short range, middle range. This kid is learning actual gun knowledge through video games. And every video game stays true to that. It's very rarely you find games like Fallout or something where they have these sniper shotguns or things like that. You don't find sniper shotguns. You know why? Because these games try to stay as realistic as possible to the truth. So you telling me I can have this 9-year-old kid blow somebody damn head off, but he can't see a rack bouncing in a bra? I'm sorry. That's not realistic enough. Okay? The truth is, this kid sees breast every day. You know what he don't see every day? He don't see a gun. That kid might go through his whole life and never see a gun, but he's seen more guns than he could ever see on a video game. Okay? But guess what? In real life, he don't get to see the guns. He sees breast all over though. Everybody, his mom, he was breastfed. Okay, the men see breasts like nothing. Okay? So we need to give respect when respect is due to these sexual video games. It's not a bad thing that little Johnny is getting a stiffer from playing Dead or Alive volleyball. It's not terrible. Let little Johnny have his fun. He's seeing real women anyway in real life. But little Johnny grabs the 9mm in Call of Duty and he knows how to reload because he actually seen the reload mechanisms in the game. Yes, very realistic. Very realistic. Let little Johnny get off. Okay, Dead or Alive. So respect these games. Now you can go to a movie theater. I can watch, hell, John Wick 3. You can go watch Keanu Reeves shoot up everybody. He kills everybody. Hell, I wouldn't be surprised if Keanu Reeves kicked down my damn door. He was killing everybody along with Halle Berry and whoever else. So you telling me Keanu Reeves killing people is cool. The Matrix is cool. Hell, you can go around shooting anybody. We can get Underworld. You can come here and shoot a bunch of zombies. You can shoot anybody. You can blow zombies' head off in front of people with actual guns. All that. But little Johnny can't see a rack. Well, today it stops. I am representing for the sexual games. Yes. Because there is one sex game that recently went through a huge problem. They even gave up $20,000 trying to get their game on Steam. But every time, you know what Steam say? Pornographic. Pornographic. We can't take it. Oh, our new rules say we don't allow pornography. Well, Steam, you got pornography on your damn games. There's games that have been released that actually put in a DLC that's like damn pornography right there. And you got the game right there, but you stop these people because they're coming to you exactly correct and saying, hey, we're using real life women, okay, who really been, you know, adult models in this game. It's an adult game. You only can be an adult to buy. No, pornographic. They're not, they're not talking about prostitution. They're not selling these women or anything like that. You can go to 1xBet was doing topless, blackjack dealers. Okay? You got your things. Everybody got their things that they do. But for video games, it's almost like it is blasphemy to have sexual orientation be shown. Don't let it be a guy, though. Oh, a guy could give all the damn sexy one. A guy could go over here, flex his muscles, and big old Johnson sitting there, swole sack. Dude can be everything. He can kiss chicks. Duke Nukem got 2 chicks coming up from his lap like this. Okay? Let's do a slow-mo like this. Okay? Duke Nukem can do all that. But if a woman was to take 2 guys and come up like that, it's a problem. It's too sexual. She got on too much. Let's put some clothes on our Mortal Kombat. I think Joshua Drake last time. Let's put some clothes on those Mortal Kombat characters. They're looking too sexual. If I can learn guns from games, I should be able to learn women from games too. If I can go to the army and kill a man at 18, I should be able to watch pornos at that time. Okay? Just goes that same way. So it should be that same way in gaming. But let's go ahead and talk more about this. So the developers of Holodeck, okay, which I love the name too. You know, you got your what is it? Holodeck, but this is Holodeck. Okay, so Holodeck. I love the name. But the developers of Holodeck are at a loss after spending months attempting to get their VR sex game onto Steam. They've hit a wall that no amount of self-censorship or mechanical refinement has been able to drill through. Valve's nebulous definition of pornography. Okay? Their definition. So remind you, pornography. What is pornography? I need to know exactly what pornography is. Is pornography a rack? Because I seen old girl, what is her name? I think from Samurai Showdown or something. She got a rack and her nipples poking out on every damn one of her things. Is that not sexual? Okay? Is that not pornographic? You get an artwork of a damn character, the nipples are hard. You know what that means? Okay? It don't take a... Nobody's dumb. The nipples are hard. Come on. We already know what breasts are, but now you're making... Stop, man. Dead or Alive. Do you guys remember the breasts were bouncing? The first time breasts were bouncing in Dead or Alive? How huge it was, what they talked about, but nonetheless, we're going to continue going. So, in the recent lengthy blog, I'm not going to go too much into it, but the game developers outlined everything they tried over the course of multiple months. To begin, they submitted a PG-13 experience, okay? So, remind you, they did a PG-13 experience, which means, okay, starring a clothed version of adult film actress Riley Reid. Shout out Riley Reid. To drop a bomb for Riley Reid. Baby, I don't even know who that is. Don't even answer me. I don't know Riley Reid. Anyway, along with a censored video of live adult stars. Valve say Holodeck's developers blocked the submission with a boilerplate explanation that video pornography was not allowed on Steam. Okay? That was it. Just like video pornography is not allowed on Steam. But they covered them up. PG-13 covered them up. But because it was in a sexual essence, they said, no, we don't allow it. Okay? So they spent additional time creating a completely new demo, okay, without the video adult stars, because Valve was trying to paint that, hey, these are real life people. So they redid images of the people. These are completely digital images now representing the people. So these are not actual people anymore. Okay? And then after that, guess what happened? They blocked it. They blocked it and said they do not allow pornography on the platform. So they then at that point go back to the drawing board, spent months again, and then they created an elaborate experience with dialogues and everything away from the original plan. Okay? Still, guess what happened? Shot down. Pornography. And this ain't the first time. Okay? So I'm going to tell you this. You can have a mod for Keanu Reeves on Cyberpunk where he just boning chicks. His fucking dick is out. Okay? Excuse my French. I just got to say that. It's just out. Okay, you can adjust your penis size in Cyberpunk. So there's a game where they actually got a penis size adjustment. Okay, you're a guy, trust me, you can just do whatever. Okay, men just rule the fucking gaming world. Okay, you can do a damn penis adjustment on Cyberpunk. I mean, Grand Theft Auto, you were banging hookers in the back of a caddy. Okay, shall I go on? Okay, with all this that happened, I don't see people hurt from that. I don't see a kid saying, you know what, I'm going to be honest. The reason I have my problem and I've been, doing what I do is because I was banging those hookers in Grand Theft Auto, San Andreas, and that's really what made me a freaking freak. I was banging those hookers every time, and the back of the car is where I like it because, CJ liked it there. No, it don't work like that. Okay, and I would say Holodeck says their fan base is increasing every month. So this sexual game is becoming more and more popular. More and more people are wanting it. But guess what? It doesn't seem like it's going to happen. It seems like it's going to be dead in the water because Steam, Valve, very strong against pornography. And this is also why, guys, I've been saying it's great to have people like Epic around. It's great when these other gaming shops open up, because more competition means more games have the opportunity to be released on other platforms. So Steam is not the only place they can go. They can go somewhere else, and maybe somewhere else will take the chance. You might have a smash hit game on your hands that might be an adult game that only adults would play. That could be an amazing thing. Could backfire. We don't know. Stay tuned for that, okay? But those ladies right there, they just look like, touch me. Okay, so nonetheless, let's go ahead and move on, man. I don't even want to talk about it because you guys know how I feel about this. Okay, and we're going to hurry up and move through this. So I'm going to move through these last two quick because I'm going to take a couple calls. I got to go out, man. You know, I got a lot to do, okay? But nonetheless, we're going to go ahead and talk about PlayStation 5 VR. Y'all know I hate PlayStation. Okay, I hate Sony. Why do I hate Sony? Shall I explain? I was a Sony guy. Yes, I was a Sony guy. Had a PlayStation 1. Had a PlayStation 2. Hell, I got a PlayStation 3. I'm not going to lie. PS4, all that. PS5. You know, it's cool. Okay, it's cool. But I don't like it. Okay, you know why I don't like it? Because I liked it then, and I don't like it now. That's why I don't like it. Because back then, I rolled with you, Sony. I was with you. But now I'm a hater. Just like if you liked Michael Jordan back in the day, you was a Jordan fan from Chicago representing. If you wasn't, you hated him. He was whack. He's garbage. I understand. That's how I am with Sony. But I must say, the PlayStation 5 VR, I'm going to pull up here. It's got me a little scared. The PlayStation 5 VR, damn. I got a Windows Mixed Reality headset, okay? Microsoft, shout out to you. I got a Windows Mixed Reality set back there in the damn box somewhere. I ain't pull it out in Lord knows how long. Great, okay? But wow. PlayStation 5 VR, man. You know what? I ain't even going to give you no sounds. You don't deserve sounds, Sony. You don't deserve sounds. You earn your sounds. You ain't earned it yet. This is all speculation. Let's go ahead and pull it up. Okay. So, and first of all, Cal, I don't want to hear nothing about ad blocker. Look at this, man. 92. Ads still be popping up, Cal, telling me about ad blocker. What do you do? Okay. While it is known that a next-gen PlayStation VR headset for the PlayStation 5 is, in fact, a thing that is happening, little is known about it beyond the fact that it will ditch the wands of the previous PSVR in favor of controllers more in line with those available for other VR headsets. Okay, so now let's talk about the report. The report, which comes by the way of Upload VR, shout out to y'all, specifically indicates the next-gen PlayStation VR headset, drum roll, will include a resolution of 4,000 by 2040 pixels. Okay, that's 2,000 by 2040 per eye gaze, tracking with foveated rendering and lens separation adjustment dial. Okay, if this report pans out, it will mark the first real details on the headset itself rather than the controllers, or more broadly about the upcoming system. If accurate, it puts the next-gen PlayStation VR system somewhere above the Oculus Quest 2 in terms of resolution. Bam, and I can go on and talk about it, but yo, I think it is going to be better than the Oculus 2, man. I'm hating, man. If y'all don't know, I got a Pixel 4 right here, man. I love my Pixel. I love Google. Okay? I love Google, man. Stadia ain't drowning, man. Stadia is alive and breathing well. Don't you talk about Stadia. But I will say, damn, that is beautiful, man. Do you know how beautiful that is? Damn, man. So PlayStation is coming out with a VR that's going to have 4,000 by 2040 pixels. That's 2,000 by 2040 for each eye. Damn, that's going to get a little. Now, foveated rendering, okay, I don't know too much about it. But from what I remember correctly, and I'm not sure I pronounced it, if it's foveated, you know, somebody correct me on that. But I think it's foveated rendering. What that is specifically is similar to how your eyes work. And it actually helps VR rendering, as you can play these games in real time and be able to have these wonderful 4K views and still be able to play a virtual reality game without too much, let's say, too much power being used or too much consumption. Okay, so the way it works is similar to how you're looking straight and then you look off to the sides, and you know how things you can see, but they might be blurry. Or you might not be seeing them in full detail because you're not looking directly at them. Well, that's how foveated rendering works, I believe, is that the things you are looking directly at is going to be showing in a beautiful 4K whatever, but the things on the right are going to be dumbed down where they're blurry, the graphics will be low resolution. This in return can allow you to play games and still be able to render these environments but not be so taxing on the hardware. I think that's beautiful. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, if I explain that wrong, but I think that's foveated rendering. It's something they brought up, okay? So let's go through some other things here. They don't really got much here. But, okay, so these teams have collaborated to build our new VR controller from the ground up, and that's SIE's product engineering and design team, okay? They have collaborated to build this new controller from the ground up, and the goal is to make a huge leap from the current VR gaming. Okay, so they're trying to make a huge leap with the controller. Now, I'm not sure how this is going to work, because to me, the way the controller is, you know, already with a lot of VR games, the way you hold it and the way you move it and do things like that, I think it's great. So I don't know how you enhance that. I don't know, you change it and too much away from the norm. People have to get used to another type of controller. To me, this reminds me of the whole Xbox, PlayStation, GameCube type thing, where you had the GameCube controller, which was nothing like the other controllers. So people who played on the GameCube typically were GameCube gamers, and people who played on the others were typically the other system gamers, because the switching of the controllers, not the same though for Nintendo Wii, because Nintendo Wii with the motion controls, it was easy to pick up and play. So now somebody 80 years old can pick this up and play. So just shows you how a controller can make a vast amount of difference, okay? But that is what this is offering. Now it says, as noted, the new PlayStation 5 VR system is coming, but not this year. So it'll be 2022. But the PlayStation 5 itself now available with the version containing a disc drive running $499, while the all-digital console is $399 if you can find them in stock. We know. Okay, so that was from the article. I had to get that out the way. And I think it's going to be big for PlayStation. I'm not going to lie. I'm a PlayStation hater at heart. Y'all know me. I'm Microsoft all day. Microsoft been killing it. And I don't even got to talk about Microsoft. Microsoft, you know what? Forget that. Y'all going to hear some Microsoft talk, okay? Let me get some. Give you a couple of those. I'm going to tell you about Microsoft. Microsoft updated Quick Resume, okay? And guess what? Since they updated Quick Resume, now all your games that got Quick Resume are going to be listed together. Yes, that's right. So games that you want to quickly dive in and out on, they all going to be listed together. You just click, oh, I can play this game for 5 minutes. Let me jump into this game. No load times, no nothing. That is Microsoft. What does Sammy Sosa do? That right there? Shout out Microsoft, okay? Damn. And anyways, okay. I got last but not least. You know what? I ain't done with Microsoft, man. Xbox Insider Program. If you're trying to get an Xbox Series X, guess what they're doing? They're offering them exclusive to Xbox Insider members. And guess who a lot of people are not? Bots. Bots are probably not Xbox Insider members. So yes, Microsoft is doing something to make sure people get their systems as well. So, take that. Okay, Sony guys. Anyways. Last but not least. Okay, actually, definitely least. I should say last and least. Okay. And yes, Nintendo Switch calculator, okay? And the reason I'm going to pull this up and I'm going to talk about it, guys, and we got to talk about it. I'm sorry. Nintendo Switch came out with a calculator. Now, before we even dive into it, okay? Before we dive into it, you know what I do, man. I got to talk to Nintendo. Nintendo, come in. Come in, Nintendo. Let me switch. Hold up. I'm going to do you right. Because Nintendo, I can't even do you that. I got to give you an image. I got to show you something. There we go. That's the calculator right there. Okay, let's do this right. Let's do this the right way. Let me reintroduce myself. My name is Hove. Actually, my name is not Hove. It's NickMoses05. But, Nintendo, I want to tell you something. You came out with a calculator on the eShop that was released. Let me see if I can see when it was released. I believe it was released on Wednesday. Okay, it was released Wednesday. $10 for this calculator. $9.99. Now, there are calculators on your phone for free. Calculators on Windows for free. There are calculators on your iPad. There are calculators in school. They donate to you for free. There's calculators and watches for free. You'll probably find a Tamagotchi pet from the 90s with, yes, a calculator for free. What I'm trying to say is, Nintendo, what the hell are you thinking? This was dumb, stupid, Who would buy a calculator for $10? There is no reason. There is nothing in the world you need to buy a calculator for. And not only that, you ripped off iOS. Yes, that is an iPad calculator. I've seen it before. Nintendo, or whoever developed that. I can't say Nintendo because somebody else developed it. You're lazy. You should have came up with more work. This is a scientific calculator. We can get a scientific calculator anywhere. I hope you know a bunch of them are free on multiple stores, not just Google Play Store, also on the App Store. By the way, did I mention you decided to charge $9.99? Where they do that at? Where do they charge? You know what? I guarantee I can buy a calculator on Amazon for cheaper than $9.99. It can be delivered to me in 2 days, and I have that calculator forever. I can have that calculator side by side my Nintendo Switch while I'm using the calculator. It is dumb. Now I'm done. Okay, so let's get to the article, shall we? Today, after weathering a presumably blistering fan campaign, Nintendo added a calculator app to Nintendo eShop. For 10 whole-ass American dollars, you can purchase what comes in every other phone, tablet, and computer for free. I am trying to imagine who this calculator is for. In the app description, it says calculator has an appealing, modern, and practical design, sure to be popular with all students and engineers. I don't know about y'all, but it's definitely my first instinct to reach for my Switch when I need a Socha, some shit. I don't know. But he's right. I agree with him. So Nintendo had the nerve to bring a calculator app. Now, I'm going to tell you, Nintendo, you shouldn't even put this on your store. Everybody puts up, you know what? I can imagine how many people and developers come forward and say, can you put my game on the eShop? And they get turned down. Hell, Holodex is looking for somebody right now. Why don't you just go to Holodex? Okay, Holodex needs a place. Okay, you can put Holodex up there. Holodex will actually be bought for a purpose. Nobody's buying the calculator. You know what? Just for y'all, we are trolls. Okay, we are all trolls. I want you guys to give that app a 10 right now. I want all you guys, you know, just for the 2021 troll aspect, we need to go to this calculator app and we need to rate this app a 10. We need to tell everybody this app is the best thing since sliced bread. You know, it's better than it's not believe it's not butter or whatever that is. It's better than everything. This thing is the next best thing. Nintendo Switch calculator app. I might just do a video dedicated to it. $9.99. I could only imagine what engineer is sitting here at school busting out his Nintendo Switch and saying, oh, I don't got a calculator, teacher. What do I do? She says, oh, you're going to fail the test if you don't have a solution. And he says, oh, I pray to God Nintendo has a calculator. Oh, thank God, Nintendo. Get out of here with that. Anyways, I'm done. Okay? I'm done. So, now I'm almost going to be out of here. So, I'm going to go through calls real quick. If anybody wants to call in, call in. I'm done. Okay, I'm done, man. This is ridiculous. It's ridiculous, man. Nintendo had the nerve to do a damn calculator app for $9.99. $9.99. $9.99. I can't even believe that. Hold on. Let me cut my headset on because I know I'm going to have it off. But $9.99. $9.99. NickMoses05 podcast. Who do I have on the line?
Oh, you already know who it is.
Oh, man. It is my man, the master of conspiracies, Dead Specimen. How are you doing today, sir?
I'm doing damn fine. I got a
nice.
I got family friends 3DS. Just got some on it.
Now, Dead Specimen, before I start jumping in, man, and going through everything, you know, because I'm going to make these calls quick. I've been already running my damn mouth too long. It's been 2 weeks. I ain't get to say nothing. I just feel like keep talking. I know I need to shut up. And I got family that needs to go dinner time and all that. So we gonna do it off right with you, okay? I'm going to go ahead and say, do you got anything to say before I start running down the topics? Anything you got to say?
So actually, I could have got some cliff notes, right? So first, you know, we got the 3DS, which the home menu decided to crap out on me. So the little funny thing I was going to do with that kind of went away, but whatever. Just wanted to give a quick shout out to Alk. This motherfucker wants me to boost his server so much. He's literally been buying me Nitro the past, like, I don't even know how long.
Shout out to Alchemy. You know what, man? I'm going to go ahead and drop a bomb. Alchemy Gaming, shout out, man. You know what, man? Shout out for Alchemy, man. Holding it down, man. And you know what? That's your boy. Y'all, I'm telling y'all like the odd couple, man. Y'all just so cool. but talk shit to like, man, I hate you, I love you too, dude. I'll talk to you later. You know what I mean? That's how y'all are. So it's cool. I understand. Now, anything else? Anything else you got to run down? Because I'm gonna go down these topics, man. I got a couple things to ask.
Two more quick things. Okay, one, I need to boost Kyle's message. Get rid of AdBlock Plus. It's garbage. Install uBlock Origin.
Oh man, y'all. You know what, man? Hold up, I'm gonna do this for Kyle. Kyle, 2 slaps for Kyle right there, man. I'm tired of Kyle changing my life. Kyle is making me change everything I do. uBlock Origin is where it's at. Okay, I'll go ahead and cut it off. And I'll just put in uBlock Origin. Damn you guys. Okay.
He posted a link in chat, so grab that. All right, so here's that. We gotta get that, Chris.
Oh,
little bit of that.
I know that sound right there. Oh, I like that. I like that sound.
Beautiful homebrew launcher. So, last thing, your boy, he's gonna have that Switch pretty soon.
Oh, now.
So we got.
You gonna have a Switch soon. How soon are we talking? How soon?
As soon as my little installer gets his SX core, he finally copped off Taobao for $200 fucking dollars.
Yes! $200, holy hell.
Real SX core, not the clone. Real SX core, which, hey, I could talk about that in a minute because I found some stuff out. I don't think we talked about that in the podcast when you were talking about that.
Yeah, you know what? You know what? As a matter of fact, now that you on that, what's up with the SX clones? I know they out there. We see them on the websites. Has anybody officially had one in their hands, or what's going on? Talk to me. Talk to me.
All right, 2 things. One, just a quick funny story. So he's on Taobao, right? He really's been wanting this SX core badly. Too expensive to get me one, so we kind of changed how we're gonna do all of that, kind of, sort of. But basically, he buys that SX core. He has a Taobao account. So he's like, you know what? I'm gonna buy for myself a 256 gigabyte NAND chip to upgrade my Switch. Well, smart man he is. He bought multiple. I'm getting a Super Switch, 256 gigs internal storage, Trinket M0, Atmosphere, because quite frankly, with that much storage, I can ditch SXOS. I don't even need the convenience of XDIs. I'm done with SXOS. I'm sorry, guys. I'm done. Atmosphere, permanently. Way I'm going.
Now, I'm dropping a bomb for Chelsea's World for the $9.99 and you for that $256. Holy hell, the Mungo. My man is getting his Nintendo Switch back on crack. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, $256. So, you're going to be done with SXOS. I'm sad to hear. Let me ask you then, when you first get your Nintendo Switch, what firmware are you updating to? What's the latest firmware you're going to be going up to? I need to know.
I don't care. Whatever one works with Atmosphere. Because guess what? I don't have to keep my own little firmware.
Oh, man. You know what, man? I'm going to tell you something. For me, SXOS, Team Executor, their sites have been going down so much that I've literally been the backup, it seems like. Because I see people coming to my website, my link all the time on YouTube, like it's down again. So I don't know. You're right. It's hurtful. You know, that's why, you know, I want the best for Team Executor. I'm one that's going to be the first one. Get Team Executor, donate, put all your money in their pockets. But I feel you, Dead Specimen. You got Atmosphere. Team Atmos is nice. I watch Sires on the lot. He responds back to me. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. So I don't like to hate. But I must say, you go ahead and enjoy Atmosphere. If you want to come over to the dark side, just call me. Okay, we'll talk. We'll talk.
Well, I mean, hey, if they pick up support, then maybe. But now on those clones, all right.
Yeah, let's get to it. What's up with the clones? What's going on?
So, from a video I have found, it's a Chinese YouTuber. It's all in Chinese, all right?
All right.
From what I can see, it's basically a... you could basically classify it as if Spacecraft NX had its own chip, because it's literally just Spacecraft NX.
Okay.
That's all it runs. It's minus the fact that it's just the what is it? It's the Gigadevice 32 something.
Oh, go ahead.
Is the microcontroller used? It's a clone of a STM. Hit a Bardino with a bomb real quick.
Yeah, you already knew it was going down. Get on 2 of them things. Bardino. Big shout out, kudos.
All right. So, anyways, back to that. So, it's the GD32 or whatever it's called is a clone of another chip by STM. That's what Team Executed uses as the main microcontroller for the SX Core and the SX Lite. That then, you know, I'm kind of going through a timeline right now, right?
Okay.
That chip gets exploited. The STM chip gets exploited. CV is released. Mike Heskins, I believe, realizes, oh hey, this clone chip is quite literally as clone as you can get. This exploit works on it. He exploits it, bypasses the DRM, dumps whatever special sauce is on there. Luis Cabela's make Spacecraft NX. Now we're here. So, effectively, as far as I can tell, minus the fact that there's no SXT on the chip, it's just... I think on the one that he had, it was scratched off.
Possibly.
It's just a generic looking chip. You've got all of the components, right? You just got capacitors and resistors, all that boring stuff that you can easily, you can measure that, you can get that. Same thing, you got like the flex connectors and the ribbon on the processor and the ribbon, well actually there's just cores right now, so just that. All that you can make easily. You've got the switches NAND connector that you can copy easily. The LED for some reason looks different, but other than that, everything can be cloned perfectly. The only problem is there's no real way to properly copy, I guess, the SX bootloader onto it or whatever. This is coming from Alchemy, so obviously take this with a grain of salt, because of course he's going to say that. No. He could be right. He might not be lying. But of course he would say that.
And I'm with you. So, of course he would say. So you think that Alchemy Gaming would really try to persuade you to just view Team Executor better than any other custom firmware? You really think Alchemy would do that?
Well, actually, that's not even what I was going at. What I was going at was that he was just saying that to, like, basically say, like, oh, yeah, you need this special stuff, and, like, I'm in direct contact with the clone manufacturers, and I'm going to tell them, like, yo, sorry, but he told me that you need the special stuff, don't even bother trying. Like, no, that's not how that works. They're going to try. I think, though, quite frankly, if they really wanted to, they would. The problem is, they can't make licenses. So unless they want to, like, come with an instruction sheet that's like, hey, go to this website to download the crack.
Yeah, you're right. And I want to know how that's going to be. So you did see that from a Chinese YouTuber. Is there multiple videos of this? Is that one video you've seen, or how far are we getting with the clones?
I am trying to find it again because there is a very, very interesting... I found him. I need to show you a screenshot real quick. Now, I sent this to Monk. Key Monk, Drunken Monk.
Yep.
So, it's in Chinese. I might be completely wrong on what I'm about to say, but I am going to send you a screenshot, and I need you to show this screenshot on the stream for me. I will send it to you on Skype.
Is it going to be another naked picture of you, man? Because I'm tired of these naked pictures.
What the fuck, Nick?
I'm joking,
You're not
man.
supposed to tell that.
Oh, my goodness. No, I'm loading in the Discord. Okay, I'm in the Discord now.
Oh, no, I sent it to you on Skype.
Oh, you sent it on Skype? Cool. I'll take it on Skype. I got them all open. Booyah. Let's get to it. Okay, there we go.
Alright, so I'm just going to wait. I'm looking at the stream real quick just to see when that pops
Hold
up.
on. I ain't got it yet. There we go. Chats. What the hell? Am I on the phone with you? That's why it's not going to show. Oh, there we go. My bad. There we go. Okay, let's click it. Let's move it on over. Let's pull this up and bring it on screen. Bam! Oh, how could I forget this? This is the infamous SP1 and SP2. Oh.
Now, the infamous SP1, SP2. Now, notice something.
Shut up! Hold up! Ardino, you get another bomb! You dare! Not one bomb, not two bombs, but you've got 3 bombs, Ardino! Anyways, continue.
Notice. That left side comes nowhere near the capacitor.
No, it's not even touching it.
Nowhere near it. So, here's what I'm getting from this. I'm taking a total guess here. The video's in Chinese. I don't know what the dude's saying, but what I'm getting from this, they had no idea what they were doing with the proportions, and they totally fucked this dude's ribbon up. So the only way I'm assuming he got it installed is by... Actually, you know what? I have a better idea. I'm gonna pull up. We got that screen share. How do you get screen share open on Skype? Skype is so badly designed. There's that screen share.
It is terrible.
Alright, let's get that screen share going up. Alright?
Let's see. Let's
pull this up on stream. I'm gonna go through some cliff notes of this video, alright?
Alright, hold on. Let's do it. Now, what the hell? Damn it, I had it. See, okay, hold on. I'm gonna do this because I know I'm gonna click something wrong. And the last thing I need is my balls popping up or something on there. You know what I mean? So, okay, here we go. Bam, click it. Where are you at? Okay, there's our chat. And there you go. I'm going to go to the sharing. So, more. Damn it. I just had you up there, man. How'd I...
figure it out eventually.
Yeah, I'm going to figure it out, man. Hold on. Give me a second. More. There goes share screen. Okay, I could share the screen. Did you click share screen?
I'm sharing the screen.
So you sharing the screen, I should be able to see. Okay, I can see your gallery. I'm in the call.
Says I'm sharing the screen.
Click share again.
Let's
because I think I had you up and I just...
We'll do the whole monitor. Why not? Why not?
I screwed it up. I know I did.
Just double check, make sure I haven't gotten anything that y'all should be seeing.
Start take snapshot, choose background, so share screen. See, I can click share screen.
That's so weird. I don't know why it's not showing up.
I know, and it's telling me to share screen. And I swear I had you up, man. And I might have been tripping. It might have been just me. But I don't know. I don't know what's going on. We're screwing up. But regardless, what is the image? Are you saying that image that you showed me is a finished install?
So what I'm thinking is that he he pretended, put it on and was like, oh, this isn't working. My guess is what he did is he took the cable or the ribbon from a real SX core. What I found interesting and what I was going to try to show off was the fact that the clone SX core, right, it's got that blinking purple light. And that's how I knew it was spacecraft. It's got the blinking purple light on it as opposed to the blinking blue light like the real core does. I'm looking, he's got the chips up. Let me put this in 1080p, alright? So I'm looking at this right now. So differences I can see. We got them side by side. Now he's got his thumb kind of hanging over the end of it, but effectively we've got the GD32 that's got nothing on it. It's got no SXT. It says HW fly on it instead of MV16. It's got that date on it. That's all stuff that was seen in that image you showed.
Okay.
But other than that, I'm really looking. It is a absolute 1-to-1 replica. It is. There's a slightly different. Oh no, I see what they did. I don't know if that's the same one. It looks a bit thicker, but it's like the LEDs orientated differently. Some of the text on it in a bit of a different font. But other than that, it's basically the exact same. So we're talking literally an SX core minus whatever special software they use.
Now I pulled up the image from before that I had up there, which wow, why did that just happen? I don't know what the hell I just did. But nonetheless, I zoomed in way too far. But okay, there we go. So the image there does, and you know what? Almost 1-to-1. So if it is that good, do you see that this means, and can you say officially, this to you means the death of SX Core and SX Lite forever? Can you say that, sir?
Yes. If. There's an if. There is an if.
Okay.
One of two things happens.
Okay.
Number one, TX calls it quits. Number two, if they find a way to get SXOS running. Now, they're going to have to put a thing that says either A, get a crack from here, or B, you already have to own the license or something. However that would be, or you have to get a license somewhere else, because obviously they can't do that unless they want to buy licenses and then put them on the chip themselves, which is stupid. they're gonna have to be able to say, you have to figure out how to get it working properly. But I see no reason as to why they can't just put a little note in to, you know, a Google Drive link, right? Because it was a French dude, I believe, who made that like that big crack thing. So, you know, it's clearly something international. They could easily just put a note in the box with it that just says, go to this link, and then it's just a bit.ly link. Download your SXOS crack, and there you go.
Bam. You're killing it. So now we dropping knowledge, man. I had to ask that because that's what everybody's really wondering. And
I had a second idea.
What's the second?
They could pull a gateway clone, a gateway clone time, or a R4 clone, you know, sort of thing. Make a fucking weird jacked up version of SXOS for their clones, and you know, they had those like really stupid reskins of SXOS.
Yeah, I remember that.
They could just do that and then include it with their clone ships. You know, I know that the R4s did that, where they came with their own weird things, and the gateway clones had their own little menu, although some of them used straight up the gateway firmware.
Okay, so let me ask you this last thing before you out. Do you think if Team executed the moment this became news, like the moment that you found out that, oh, they were stopping the sale of the mod chips, do you think they would have been better to shut down the operation and just reskin as a new name? Do you think they would have lasted if they just reskin as a new name? Or do you think that even reskinning, it's only going to last so long and we're going to be right back to square one?
Well, it worked when they were Gateway.
No, I would. Because it was mentioned in some documents, okay? My man, Dead Specimen.
Oh my God, I have two things real quick.
Go ahead, man.
First up. I just realized something. Change boot.dat to payload. So I just realized something. All right, so y'all got a picture of the SX core on your head, right?
Yep.
Now, you know the little like ribbon cable that goes from the actual main body of the chip to the connector that you plug into where the NAND used to be?
Yep.
There are less traces on the clone chip. On that ribbon. There are less traces. You see where it says 2021-04-05? On where that's printed, there are traces on the original. I don't know if the picture is making it look weird or what, but I think if you zoom in on the picture you've got up, I swear there are missing traces.
And it probably is. Let's see. Click it. Let's get the full-time image and let's zoom in some. It's getting, you know, it's not the best, but hey. Oh, well, I screwed it up. But, no. It totally could be. It does look different than the outside. So, no. Could totally be. You could totally be right there. And I'm not looking at the SX core right now myself, but I know what you're talking about there. And I do got one around here somewhere. I just haven't pulled it out in a while. Okay. But my man did just drop knowledge, man. I think you just... People who are thinking about the clone chips now probably feel confident because of you. You probably just convinced some people to go out there to Tile Bio right now and just grab it. So, my man, I appreciate it. Any last words for you?
Apparently, the guy, I think Loren and Wanting, running that China distro, you know, the thing that was wholesaling TX products.
Yeah.
These motherfuckers have been around since 2008. They had a Wii optical drive emulator apparently.
Damn.
That they had wholesaled. Also, I have a guy on Twitter I was actually just talking with. We're a little bit suspicious. You know that PS jailbreak, that original PS jailbreak USB stick. Slight suspicion. It could have been them too, for all we know. Like, you know, Gary and that group.
I got one of those back there, man. I could pull one out. I got one.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about. Man, my man. Dead Specimen. As always, my dog. I'ma holla at you, my dude.
See, I'm gonna send you that link, by the way, to that video if you want to post that somewhere or whatever.
Go ahead. I need that link. Send it to me, my dude.
Alright, see you later.
Later. NickMoses05 podcast. Who do I have on the line?
What's up, Nick? It's Joe.
Joe, what is going on? Joe, I'm glad to get you back. So, Joe, we're going to run through a couple of the topics. Now, before I jump into these topics, Joe, anything you got to say start now?
Yeah, real quick. I want to pick off where Dead Specimen picked off just real quickly. With these clone ships, no one ever said this. Maybe it is Team Executor rebranded. We don't know that. We don't know that. And yes, Dead Specimen, the PS jailbreak, that was done by Team Executor.
Another one. Because I do remember having that USB PlayStation jailbreak. I do have that. I'm not sure what it was called. It was like
Yeah, the PS jailbreak. I pre-ordered that. I never got it, but I didn't pay for it. It's just like, pre-order it in your queue, then they'll send you a confirmation email. I never got it.
Yep, I got one. I got it sitting there somewhere. I may have used it one time. And, from then on, I think I had... Oh, gosh, it's been so long since I modded that PS3, man. I had the other one where you had to open up all the ones. You had to slap it on there and mod it and all that. So, man, that's throwback, man. I'm feeling old. Damn. Woo.
Yeah, really. Your bones are starting to hurt in our bodies.
I know. Woo. So, my man, Joe, let me ask you first, PC gaming, man. People saying it's a sad state. You got Tech of Tomorrow, a man of 500,000 subscribers, putting out the word that it's the worst state PC gaming has been in. Do you think that is true, or do you think he's just overstating it?
I think he's just overstating everything because, here's the deal. With the capacitor shortage, that's affecting everything. That's affecting the auto industry. Anything that uses a capacitor. I mean, shit, I think they probably can't even make calculators anymore because they use capacitors. But gaming PC, that's not dying. A lot of younger people are getting into it. Like my friend, he's in his early 20s, and he bought a pre-built one because he's a putz. But that's besides the point. But it's definitely, it's going higher up, Video games are not dying. It's not... In the 1980s, we had a video game crash. Then it came back in the late 95.
No, you're right. It did. And I remember when it came back strong. Gaming in the 90s, some of the best gaming moments for me. Myself personally, I can remember. But I'm with you. I think PC gaming is fine, man. I don't really think it's, the only thing I agree, and like you said, that shortage has affected everyone because it's not just... you got to think. Well, first people say, well, it's not only GPU shortages. We're getting an Xbox Series X shortage or a PlayStation 5 shortage. And I'm like, well, they also use components that are short right now. So,
yeah, Nick, I buy building material for my restaurant, and there's shortages on that stuff. And that's not even computer related. It's the whole manufacturing got sent back. I mean, we closed down a year, and that almost set everyone back 6 years because it's affecting everything because you need all these parts that are made from different manufacturers to make one product. If you're, for instance, building a car, well, you have the engine, but I don't have the tires. Well, you don't have a car.
No, you don't, man. And that's kind of the way it is right now. And I don't think that has anything to do with gaming. I do agree, though. It's just a shortage right now. And let me ask, Joe, do you see us coming out of this, and when do you see us turning the corner?
I see us coming out of this in maybe 2 years. There's still a lot of shortages and everything, and unfortunately, people are making more money on unemployment than going to work, so everyone is doing this. Everyone's staying at home. Why pay somebody, let's say, $12 an hour when they're making $600 a week to sit on their bum and, play Fortnite all night?
I will agree to that.
Yeah.
Damn. So now, Joe, some other thing I want to talk about because I didn't get to speak about it with Dead Specimen. I want to talk to you about it. Is the sexual representation in video games? It's something that I know. We played games back in the day that kind of pushed the limit. I know Leisure Suit Larry, but do you remember the Guy game, Joe?
Yes, I actually have it for the original Xbox.
Nice. I remember having the Guy game. And I remember, I'm not sure how old I was, but I was pretty young, okay? Maybe early 20s, late teens, something like that. And I remember this game coming out, and it was called the Guy game. And it's like, hey, all you do is answer these questions, and if you get them right, these chicks go topless. And I'm like, yo, that's the best game ever, right? Simple.
Yeah, that was really cool.
You know, you answer some questions. You got to see Rex. Great game and concept. I had fun with the game. Found out that they had an underage woman in there later on, which shut them down completely. And, you know, you probably won't hear about the guy game ever again.
They also had Playboy Mansion, too, back in the day.
Oh, yes, you're right. So all these different games get frowned upon when it comes to anything to the masses. Do you think that we're just biased because mostly men are in the genre, or do you think that these games really do represent some sort of, you know, introduction to sex for kids that might be too early for them?
I think it's mostly a bias thing because, like, here's the deal. You know, like what you were saying before, introducing, you know, like sex to, you know, underage people or whatever. I mean, you see it everywhere, though. You know, commercials on YouTube. I see it for stupid stuff. Oh, how to make your balls bigger and all this other stupid stuff on YouTube. You see it every day. But with the violent stuff, I mean, that's you don't know. Maybe a kid will go crazy and say, oh, you know what? I'm going to go up to this guy and, you know, knife him like in Call of Duty. You know, we grew up with, you know, violent video games, but it wasn't really realistic. It's a square hitting a square.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
We didn't have that visual. We didn't have those visuals. Now you have those really like hardcore visuals. Now it's like where the games look real.
Yeah, you know what? That was something I was speaking about too, Joe. Like thinking about how far games have come. And, you know, when you think back, you're right. One of the things you mentioned is shooting. That's a big thing that a lot of people, you know, seem to forget because we've been shooting and reloading guns for so many years now. I mean, even Nintendo 64, you got GoldenEye. We were shooting and reloading guns. You know what I mean? But there was a time where there was no reload, really. You just shot. If you had 99 bullets, as fast as you could push that button, the gun shot. It was really, you're right. It was no real realism to it. But the more we come, you're right, the more realistic it gets.
Yeah, like you know, with an example, for instance, you know, I think about a year ago, I bought a 20 gauge, right? Okay. I knew how to load it from playing a video game because it's just like a shotgun, just a smaller caliber. You know, put it in the chamber, cock the gun, and you're done. That's from playing a video game because I never shot a shotgun before.
Yo, and that is so true, man, with video games. That's why I said my daughter is 5 years old, and my daughter knows the difference between a shotgun, a rifle, and a pistol. And that's because of Fortnite. She loves Fortnite, but she knows I don't ever want to use the pistol because everyone is better than me when I have the pistol. So she's learning that typically if you're going to a gunfight with a pistol, you might not beat the guy with the assault rifle, the SMG, or the shotgun. So really,
yeah, you got to be really good. You got to be really good. Like, you know, I'm pretty good with like kind of the stealth kills back in the day, like playing God of War. I always used a revolver in Call of Duty. I was pretty good at that. Nice. But now it's like if I go online, I get my ass whooped. You know, I'll go ahead and jump into a map and get my ass whooped because these fucking kids, that's all they do is they live on those systems.
Now, speaking of that, Call of Duty banned over 500,000 people. They out here doing God's work. Do you think that more games should be banning cheaters, or do you think that some of these games need cheaters?
No, they need to ban the cheaters, or you know what you do to eliminate the problem? For instance, like let's say in Call of Duty, right? Have a lobby with pre-modded cheats where you can use and call it a cheaters lobby. Have rocket launchers, have see-through walls, and let's just let those people kill each other. I don't want to play online with people that cheat because I want to have a challenge. If I want to cheat, I'll cheat offline, like Grand Theft Auto mod menu, or use some other types of mod menus and cheat. Just go around on on a rampage. That's fine. But we're playing online because you don't have that many hours to play. You have a life to run and do all that other stuff.
No, I agree with you on that, man. Especially, like you said, we got so much to do and we only get a little time to game, man. So we're trying to make the most out of that time. And I'm glad that they are banning, because when I play, you're right, I don't want a bunch of cheaters. And maybe they should just throw them all in a pool somewhere. Or the method you mentioned is a honeypot. They do that all the time with hackers. They act like they make this server look like it has all the credit card numbers and everything, but really it's all fake credit card numbers. They just want you to think this is the easy target because the real target is over here. So I agree with you on that concept, Joe. I think they should implement something. to just keep cheaters all in one thing. Then they won't have to worry about them entering the real game. But it seems like it does not matter. Right now, they're cheating still. 500,000 still going. You know what I mean? So
yeah, it's crazy. It ruins the whole experience. Like I used to be a hardcore gamer. Now I don't game online because you know what? It's not that I'm a sore loser or anything. I know I suck online now for not playing. I don't want to deal with that crap. That's why I play campaign. That's why I do it.
Now, Joe, one thing I want to ask you, man. I know this is probably the best thing ever in life. The Nintendo Switch calculator. I don't know if you've heard about it, or if you've seen it, or if you even downloaded it. I don't even care. This one, usually I say, hey, support. I don't care. I'm going to tell people to torrent this one. I'm going to tell people, just torrent this one. Do not pay $9.99. You make sure to get you a Google Drive link, a Mega Upload link. Come to NickMoses05 Facebook page. We'll take care of you for the calculator. Everything else we don't do. But the calculator, we doing. We doing that for everybody. Joe, what do you think about Nintendo charging $9.99 for a calculator, man?
I saw that. I literally wanted to break the screen. I'm like, you're charging $9.99 for a calculator? I even told my dad about this. I'm like, I won't even pirate this. This is complete garbage.
Yo,
I mean, Nintendo, that's the one thing I didn't pirate from you was that damn calculator. You can keep the calculator.
Yo, and you know what? I guarantee you can download and install as many NSPs of that calculator you want. You will never be banned. They'll never ban you for that calculator. You might be banned right now, and it might show up on your ban switch. Like, that calculator is just so not useful for anything. I don't understand. So, Joe, I'm glad, at least you see it. But $9.99.
What they need to do is they need to make a triple pack where you for $49.99 you get the you get the 4K graphics, you get the calculator, and you get the lawnmower game.
Hey, all in the whammy, man. You driving a lawnmower game with the oh my God, man. Hey, you know what? You're right, man. Because Nintendo, at least one thing I say is Nintendo will push out anything. They don't care. You know what I mean? They need to holler at Holodex. Because Holodex is sitting over there begging Steam. Okay? Maybe they need to just holler at Nintendo. All right? And shout out R Dino. How I ain't give you a bomb, man? $5. Shout out R Dino for that, man. Now, Joe, and I had to ask you about the Nintendo Switch calculator. And I've seen the reviews.
That was hilarious. That was epic.
I've seen the reviews. People are doing exactly what I said, man. They're trolling just like I want them to. I just looked them up. It looks like they're giving them all 10s. I think that's all we need to give it. I wouldn't give it nothing else. I'm not even going to give it a 0. I'm going to give it a 10. And I'm going to put, my comment is going to be 10. The best thing since sliced bread. And somebody else, put right after that, like, how can I add 1 + 1 without this? You know what I mean? You got to give like the best comments in the world for this, and we got to troll this thing to top.
I will give up my SXOS on 11.00 for that program right there. I don't even care. I'll update to official firmware and lose SXOS compatibility just to get that app.
There's somebody out there thinking that right now. My man, Joe. Joe, I ain't gonna hold you up, man. I had you on earlier. I know other people still calling. Joe, any last words you got, my dude, before you're out?
Yes. Like and subscribe, NickMoses05, and real quick on this. Go to the NickMoses05 Facebook page. I just uploaded the Retro Arch. It's all set, ready to go. Extract the files, put the Retro Arch on the root of on the SD card. Go inside the Switch folder, grab the NRO. Copy and paste that into the Switch folder. You're all set, ready to go. It works on 12 and above.
Nice. That's what I'm talking about. My man Joe holding it down. As always, Joe, I'm going to be hollering at you, my dude.
You have a nice weekend, buddy.
Man, later. Appreciate it.
Bye.
Man, my man Joe hold it down, and he killed it. Yo, he is not lying. Nintendo Switch calculator. I'm telling you, everybody torrent that. Go out there and torrent calculator app. Nintendo, yes, I am saying it. I refuse to let people pay $9.99 for a calculator app. I got 2 phones, calculators on both. I didn't pay $9.99 for it. It came with it. So you do not pay $9.99 for that. We will hook you up. I'll take you right over to the Facebook page and we'll hook you up, man. You'll have that calculator app in no time, okay? Now, shout out there, okay? Now, my man, I did see, Kyle. My bad, Kyle, I seen you call. I gotta go, man. I can't be here all day, man. I can't keep doing this, man. This is the longest I've been. I started the podcast around 6:30. We're going on almost, 3 hours? 3 hours? Oh, God damn it. All right, I'm going to get you in here, Kyle. I told myself I wasn't going to answer, Kyle. I just did a whole rant. I know, I'm sorry. I wasn't going to answer. I apologize.
Nick,
I was just in my feelings, okay?
Nick,
apologize.
Use uBlock, please. That's the first thing I wanted to say. Secondly, I translated the image there, the Chinese on that image, and it says that, and this is a direct translation. The part in the red box, TX chip not. Yes, the date is 2021-04-05.
Okay. That is definitely something we need.
So then I went and looked at that video that Alchemy sent, and I attempted to use Google's Google Pixel's translator, and that did not work. But I can see in the video that it's not the same chip. Right?
Dang,
and,
so it's not the
was
same.
Saying, what if it was TX re-releasing the chip? Right? It's not the same. It's different.
So it can be, yeah, okay.
It can be. Why would they change the design, right?
And it was a perfect design that worked already. I agree with you on that. It's no reason to change a design that you already got. You already got ready to rock and roll. You already know, and you could just keep going versus going back to the drawing board to redesign it to work specifically. Now, let's just play. Let's just say, because Joe said, hey, is it possible that maybe they already had this in the bag the moment that... Nah, I can't even say that. That don't even make sense. I'm lying, Kyle. Because I already know. What I'm saying, when you start reaching for stuff and you just feel like, nah, this bullshit. So, nah, I agree with you. I agree with you. I can't see how this could be a totally different chip. So, let me ask you, Kyle, one thing Dead Specimen mentions about it only running Spacecraft NX. Is there any way these chips down the line can run SXOS?
If they're the same chip, right? If they're identical, right? They can, using the official SXOS flasher, right? It will just work. If you give it a serial number, in the same format that SXOS uses, right? Or the same format that it uses, you could probably also get a free license.
Damn. So, Kyle, how revolutionary do you think this is for Nintendo Switch homebrew scene? Do you think this is a big deal that we're getting these chips, or do you see it being a bigger problem? Maybe we're going to get more. Maybe these chips have a bigger failure rate. We didn't see how many work and how many are failing. Do you see this possibly being a good thing or a bad thing? What do you think?
Well, no matter what, it's a good thing. No matter how you look at it, the failure rate might be higher, whatever. It's still a good thing. It doesn't matter how it happens. It's still progressing.
That's true.
Everything's progressing.
That's true. I'm with you. And as long as we're progressing, you're right. We got some way to still be running custom firmware on, newer versions of Nintendo Switch firmware. So the major question now for you, Kyle, is I asked that specimen. Do you think, Kyle, if I had to ask you, Kyle, you either got to pick one or two. Answer one, SXOS is dead, which means we will not see another SXOS update, product, or release again. Or two, we will see an update to some sort of SX product or software. Which one do you think?
So, I've switched to Atmosphere, right? But I still think that someday we will see something from SX. It's going to happen. Okay. Or maybe not SXOS, but something from TX. Okay. It's going to happen someday. It doesn't matter what it is. It might not be SX at all. Okay. But something is going to happen that TX does.
I agree. That name just holds too much weight. And to me, wouldn't it be the best time if Team Executor can get into the game on a current gen console? Their name is such a buzzing name that the moment anybody hears Team Executor, they're going to assume console hacking, and it's just going right along with it now. So, I agree. I think we are going to hear something from them. To me, if you're Team Executor, you got to use this. Hey, Team Executor product. Everybody's going to say, oh, I know what this does. Even though it might not. But that's already the presumption going on out there. So, no, I'm right with you, Kyle. Now, Kyle, for everybody out there listening, can you let them know how old you are, man? Because I know you had to have a birthday. You've been 9 years old for too long, Kyle. You can't be 9 forever, man.
No, I'm still 15.
You still 15? When are you turning 16, Kyle? Next month.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll take it. I'll just take it. Kyle, hell, from now on, Kyle, you are officially 16. Your birthday was yesterday, man. Happy belated birthday, man.
It's so true.
Happy belated birthday. 16 years old, Kyle. So 16, man. I'm just going to let you know, you got a long life ahead of you. Smart young gentleman, okay? You're learning from the master NickMoses05. I'm trying to teach you, Kyle. I can't, you got to use this knowledge while I'm still here, Kyle. I might not be here forever, man. You got to give me my flowers, okay, while I'm still here. But my dog, Kyle, man. Now, Kyle, I want to take this call longer. I wasn't even supposed to take this call, Kyle. I'm hungry. My stomach growling. My cup empty. Okay? I got all these buttons here for game over sounds and all that, but I don't even got a damn intermission button, Kyle. I don't even got a commercial button. I don't even know why I didn't set that up yet. Okay? I don't know. Because then maybe I could take a piss and push a commercial button. Or I could probably play the music again and put you on hold. But you know what? We're almost at 3 hours already, Kyle. So I thank you. I took the call. Didn't want to do you like that, man. Also, why I got you on here, Kyle? While I got you on here, let's talk about this. The website, Kyle. I would like to go ahead and put up the videos that I cannot put up on YouTube on the website. Is that something we could do sometime this week coming up? Can we do that, Kyle?
Yeah, sure. I'd have to figure out how to do it, but
I don't know either. Yeah, I have no idea.
It's possible. I know it's possible. Otherwise, YouTube wouldn't exist.
Okay, because what I want to do is I do want to have a section for videos. I also have Patreon wrote down for memberships, different things I want to offer. Kyle, I want you're part of the website, so you're included in everything. Same way Joe helps out. Anybody helps out, Dead Specimen out. Everybody who helps me out, I want to include in everything, to be part of everything. So I really appreciate you, man. I just got to say that out there. So if everybody say, oh, Nick hates Kyle, Nick don't like Kyle, you got
Nick
me on.
hates me, it's true.
You got me on wax, Kyle.
Nick hates me ever since I hacked his Skype account.
You did hack my Skype account, though. You did hack.
But that was all me.
It was cool. I'm gonna let you slide. I'm not putting 2-factor authentication on. Okay, so you can type in the same password, okay, and see if it works. Cause I changed it off by 1 digit, just so you know. My man.
Like 1 digit, ain't it?
Yeah, 1 digit. That's all you gotta do, cause that's all I can remember. Kyle.
So now instead of it being password 123, it's password 234.
Not 234. You close. 1 1 1 1 2 3. Oh, I called him.
1 1.
I got him. I got him.
Oh, you did get me.
I got him. That's how. No, for real. That's how my passwords work, though. I'm telling you, I change passwords too much. It's all number based. And if I got 2-factor authentication on, I'm lying. I cut it on everything. Okay, but you can still get hacked with 2-factor authentication. Let's keep it real. We know, Kyle. Okay, it's been done.
So true, so true.
Okay,
it's been done by me for sure. All me.
Exactly.
I did it all.
You've got my emails. I've seen it.
Yes. I do have your emails. How'd you know?
You're putting in the code. My text message is going to your phone. It's cool, man. I love you, man.
It is. Here, I could send you a screenshot of your text message.
Damn, you did send it to me. Damn, that was nice. That was fast, too, man. Hey, I appreciate it. So, Kyle, my man, I'm going to go out, get something to eat. I want you to enjoy yourself tonight. Everybody's tuning in. Thank everybody for tuning in. Another great episode of NickMoses05 podcast. We have crossed over 1,000 downloads for the podcast. Okay. Shout out.
Let's go.
Okay. Over 1,000. We ain't even at what we had.
Also, by the way, Nick, you made enough money from this stream to buy the calculator app on the Switch.
You know what? Actually, I am going to buy it. And before I buy it, I'm going to make sure that I review it first. I'm not going to play it first and then review it. You know, most people review stuff after they play it. I'm not doing that with the calculator app. I'm going to review it first and make sure to give it all 10s. And I'm going to leave a fabulous review before I play it. That's what I'm going to do for you, Kyle. Do it just for you, man.
Have a good night, Nick.
Thanks, man. You enjoy. Everybody out there, holla! Kyle, I'm out.